Galdrick's still not here. Okay, time killer time, guys. I think it's this one, right?
This is the time killer. Excellent. Almost no one can understand me.
Okay, now where did we leave off? I think... Damn it! Well, we're gonna we're doing one time killer anyways. Yep.
Full disclosure.
What? Don't tell me.
I didn't realize my echo was still on, so it just worked out that way.
Oh. Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna do one time killer before we get started because now I have the page open.
But I'm here.
Yep, that doesn't matter. We're doing time killer anyways. And if you get it wrong, you all lose another level.
No.
Speaking of which, you all definitely lost one tough, except Galdrick, who already lost one weird. So take a tough off and take yourselves down a level. That happened for real, and there was no coming back. Okay.
I'm at negative tough now.
That's bad.
Same. Negative.
Yay.
It's not great. All right.
Did you say negative 2?
Yep.
Wow, damn. Okay, guys, time killer.
I'm about to add some more fucking spice to this dinner, I swear.
Oh my god.
I am a box that holds keys without locks, yet they can unlock your soul. What am
I don't know. I'm gonna look to the rest of the group and say the mind.
But he's asking about what's the box. So is the box like the skull then?
I'm gonna put more food in my mouth and shrug and say I have no fucking idea. And then I'm gonna remember that the last 3 times I got something right, the answer that the robot man gave me was I don't know.
He doesn't know everything.
Whatever.
Anybody have an idea?
What was the second part? I am the box that holds keys without locks.
Yet they can unlock your soul.
Do you guys think it's like a book?
No ideas?
Unlock your soul. Is it like fucking shoelaces? Is it a shoebox?
Soul. He did. Yeah, how do you spell soul?
Soul, S-O-U-L.
Oh, okay.
It's also, strictly speaking, not entirely accurate.
Oh.
What are you coming at us with this shit for?
Listen, the internet had this one, and so now Time Killer has it, okay? Time Killer 001, he's got this now, and you got to answer it. He dug it up from 80 million years old internet Earth, so answer it.
A book.
That is not correct.
I yell out the mind. I yell out the mind.
No. It's like a fucking
Also
keyboard,
not correct.
an accordion, a harpsichord, a piano.
A piano is correct.
Oh, nice one.
One question.
The piano can unlock your soul. What kind of bullshit is this?
It's not strictly accurate, but that's what the internet said.
That's stupid as fuck.
I'll not count that as your question, even though it was kind of a question.
I think I'm usually the one who's late. So how does this time killer thing work? Do we get to ask questions back?
Yes, you can. You got it right. Jake did. So you get to ask one question of the time killer robot. But he doesn't know everything. This time killer. They don't.
Okay, we're supposed to ask
yeah.
in canon.
Time Killer actually exists within the universe and is a very real physical thing, and I'm using it as a mechanic to help when we're short people, but it is a very real thing in the campaign, and it knows some things and it doesn't know other things.
One question.
I look at Jake.
I don't know. We should ask something about. Let's ask some stuff about Phase 4. What's good about Phase 4? We know 3 is tech.
Should we ask who's in charge of Phase 4?
I feel like that's like high up, and the dumb robot's just not going to know that.
All right. Should we ask what Merlin Hodge's biggest weakness is?
Kindness.
All right.
It is also
Yeah, so-
his greatest strength.
We'll just go
Aw.
with something nice and broad. And what is phase 4?
Phase 4 is planetary annihilation.
Called it.
Summer.
Well, what the fuck's phase 5?
One question.
Good question.
Jeez. And the robot knew. They knew.
The robot did know.
That's kind of unnerving.
That's kind of how I want this to work. That's like you ask a question and you try to glean information around the answer too, to help you figure out what it is, where it is. Oopsie daisy.
I should ask the robot who he was.
You guys asked that, and the robot. That's when you learned that its name was Time Killer 001.
So step 4 is destroying planets. Step 5 is destroying time.
Oh, that's a crazy guess. That bums me out.
Okay, well, good Time Killer, guys. Now I will start with the formal intro. So I will welcome folks to our tabletop RPG stream called Monsters Ain't Real.
Ah, phone's ringing!
Okay, well, that was quite loud. We use the Monster of the Week rule set to enjoy some good old-fashioned RPG fun set in a mostly sci-fi, somewhat cowboy universe. To anyone new, all the old episodes are up on YouTube, although it doesn't mean you can't hang out and enjoy the session. And in that spirit, why don't we go ahead and hit a brief recap. Last time, you guys were hiding under the floors in Refinery Delta, trying to escape the TAC. You succeeded in convincing them that there was no one down there when a soldier came down to inspect it. The TAC left the refinery. However, unfortunately, you very shortly afterward found yourselves experiencing Phase 3. Tendrils of black smoke began creeping in around and finding all of you, poking around at your shoes and creeping up. And then you started to feel sick. And you tried to get away from the smoke because you started to feel sick and weak. And then you began screaming, along with everyone that was left from the town, all 150 people left in the town. And you eventually started to lose luck points, weird points, tough points, and entire levels as something was squeezed out of you. Everyone from the town died, and you were brought to 1 hit point. Galdrick blew one of his last remaining luck points to guarantee a teleport away from this place and back to Quentin. You talked to Kirby, brought him up to speed, and then he decided he didn't want to live on this planet anymore. You guys, just by happenstance, found an interplanetary ship in the impound yard due to the law of verbal agreements. And then you visited Hithermac, the Russian, Norwegian, Swiss, Austrian coin collector, and you snagged another one of those crown weave coins for the cost of one of the dirt coins that Hithermac also just handed over. Coin and ship in hand, you ended the session by taking a peek at what the hell was in Farwater that was fucking you guys up so badly. Lou did a tune in and saw a black glass prism sucking up all the ink. And then it unfolded and a woman stepped out. She appeared to scorn the big barbarian lady and then get back into her prism. And that's basically where we left off as you guys were going to decide where you were heading next. But with that in mind, I think we can go ahead and hit the narrative camera intro. I do need to change the volume down to 50 because it's loud. So if you have the music up, turn it down. I'm also, yep, thank you. The screaming really helps. That really helps with the volume thing.
Okay. Well, that
Wait, does it?
Wait.
No,
you said that.
does not help. Does not help. Oh my god. All right. Got us in our black smoky stream screen, which is basically what it's going to look like for the rest of the stream, for those of you who are new. And it's at 50%, right? Okay. Just sounds loud. We are basically ready. Okay. To go. We are looking at the back of a man wearing a gray tattered cloth robe. He has long, thin arms, with one arm held up by his face. He has skinny legs poking out near the bottom of the tattered robe. And he has thin, bare feet with toes that curl almost into claws. And when I say he is thin, I mean his arms and legs look like they are barely more than skin strapped on bone. The hood of the robe is down, and we see the back of a bald head with a series of wrinkles and pinched skin. Truly, as if skin had been stretched and pulled haphazardly over a skeleton. We hear him saying something into a portal suspended in front of his face. The portal is the size of half a person, almost like a large window. We see other portals to the left and right and above him, dozens of portals, but all of these are as small as a fist. He finishes speaking and lowers the hand from his face, and as he does, that portal shrinks to the size of a fist as well. He turns to face the camera from the portals, but as he does, he lifts the robe up. Just as his face comes into view, the robe covers his face, and the only thing we catch a glimpse of is a large mouth filled with teeth. Long, sharp, Baraka-like teeth. He hunches over and begins walking towards the camera. And he begins laughing, a mirthless laugh that just sort of falls out of him. His footsteps are slow but measured, kind of like Emperor Palpatine, but also kind of like Yol of Londor from Dark Souls 3. We see the room that he is leaving. It has arcane symbols on the floor and walls. Wicker objects are hanging from the walls, and pieces of parchment and cloth are hanging from the ceiling. Additionally, there are computer monitors and keyboards with various lines of code flickering by on them. He walks past the camera, and we turn to follow him. He opens a door, and we follow him into a new room. In the middle of the room is a metal table, and in the center of that table is an ornate metal box, resembling something like Lemershon's box from the Hellraiser movies, an 8-inch cubed box with extensive sets of glyphs and symbols all over it. On the benches along the sides of the room are flasks, vials, microscopes, crystals, sextants, tools, both medical and industrial. As the camera turns to survey the room, we see there is a mix of both arcane and mundane tools organized throughout. The man, who we recognize as Volos, waves his hand, and lights come up in the center of the room. We see 3 individuals chained to the opposite wall, just out of reach of the light. Their features are hidden from view. Volos touches the Hellraiser box on the table. There's an audible sizzle as he pulls his hand back. Volos clutches the burned hand, and he roars in anger. As Volos roars with rage, suddenly we see the figures chained to the wall begin screaming. It happens suddenly. They scream for an instant, and then they fall silent and lifeless. Volos raises his hands in a complicated weave as his cry of rage becomes multitonal, like a chorus of dissonant hatred. The roar shakes the walls, shakes the floor, and seems to shake the very foundations of the planet. Abruptly, Volos' roar silences, and he stands there, clearly reeling in shock. He stares with burning intensity at the box on the table. He begins rapidly weaving intricate, complicated patterns. Nothing in the room changes. He weaves again, furiously, almost manically. Again, Nothing happens. He pauses for a moment. Then he begins laughing. A devilish laugh of triumph. The laughter grows and grows. And Volos' laugh shakes the walls, shakes the floor, and shakes the very foundations of the planet. Okay, guys. Let's get back to the normal music.
I shit myself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably an appropriate response. Okay, get the volume back up. And now loop it. Loop it. Pop it. Twist it. Bang it. Okay. Milton, are you here? I haven't heard you yet. Maybe your mic is muted or something?
He's probably pooping.
Well, that's...
Maybe getting milk to spill.
Hopefully he heard something.
I've actually been having this issue with Discord for the past 2 days. I don't know fucking why, but it keeps on putting me back to push to talk every time I put it to voice activity.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
What the
It's
hell?
happened. This is like the third time that's happened. Right
Damn
before
it.
the session started, when you said, "Oh, time to change it to voice activated," that's exactly what I did.
What the fuck? Okay.
Whatever.
Well, at least you heard the shit that was going on.
Yes.
That's the important part.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So, you guys are in Quinton. Kirby's next to you. And Volos had just showed up and told you guys to go to Eldom. So before we get going, I'm just going to jump in and let you guys know that a portal opens up in front of you. Time stands still, and Volos steps through.
Oh, hey guys. So, remember when you wanted to go on the spaceship and I panicked and told you not to? Yeah, no, you're totally good to do that now. I just had to get something ready.
What? Oh my god, I fucking hate this guy.
Oh, don't be like that, Galdrick. I would just panicked. It was a knee-jerk reaction. I apologize. Tell you what, Galdrick,
Yeah.
for you personally,
Uh-huh.
as an apology,
Do it.
I will give you one favor.
What? Says Lou.
Ask for noodles.
I look at Slump. I'm like, shut your fucking mouth. No, I kind of like have like an eyebrow right. No strings attached.
No strings attached. My apology for being a bad friend, Galdrick, and for
Oh,
stopping you guys from getting on that cool spaceship.
well, that's nice.
Friends again. Maybe.
I kind of like do like the pouty girl thing. Like it's a start.
All right.
Kind of
Well,
looking up at the sky.
I just wanted to come by, say that I was hasty last time, that I'm sorry, and that I love you, Galdrick. Well,
Not saying anything. I'm just giving the cold shoulder. Like
that's okay.
Like I want you to keep saying nice things to me, but I'm also, not trying to,
It's okay. I understand. I was a bad friend, and I'll do better. I promise. We'll start with a favor. No strings attached. Anything you want, Galdrick. Just name it, and I will make it happen for you. Okay. Well, you guys have a good adventure. I love you all.
Okay, bye, Mr. Man.
Okay, bye, Mr. Slump.
Slump likes him. He has a fun mouth.
I do have
That's-
a fun mouth. All right, bye. I love you.
oh my god.
See you, man.
Someone has to say it back.
Bye.
Slump loves you.
Thank you, Slump.
Yay.
And the portal closes and he's gone.
He made noodles for Slump one time. Remember?
Well, we
Remembers.
yeah, we remember.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yeah.
So basically, you guys are trying to decide where you want to go. I gotta turn myself down. I'm way too loud for you guys. You guys are trying to decide where you wanted to go next. You have a couple options. I basically laid out that you kind of have 3 major sources of information on kind of what happens next, what is available to you, trying to uncover this puzzle. And the 3 sources are basically Volos, who, I mean, hey, it's like, that's great, but maybe don't take all your information just from Volos, because he's super duper got an agenda.
Gotta take all advice.
Yeah, always seek a second opinion. All right, that's basically all I'm trying to say. Always seek a second opinion, and the second opinion could come from Lou 2, who you have a coin to contact with, or you could just try to go there, or Tom, who is being held by the TAC, which is, I mean, you can get there. You guys could riddle out how to get to Tom. But those are basically your 3 main sources of information.
Who's holding the coin? Do we remember?
I think Galdrick
I put it in my pocket.
Yeah, you did the switcheroo with, you wanted to see the dirt coin so that you could pay with the dirt coin to get the octopus coin.
Yeah.
Hey, Galdrick, can I see that coin?
No.
Well, that's fair.
Okay,
I'm-
yeah, of
I
course
just
you
wanna-
can. Here you
I
go.
just want to look at
Yeah,
it.
here-
All right, thank you.
I want to look at it and see if I can tell how to, like, just anything about it, how it's made or anything like that. Can I investigate a mystery to try and do that?
Yeah, you sure as fuck can.
Look at us using the mechanics.
I know. I actually had a bit of a chat with Kaylee about this. Like, when you guys were stuck in Farwater underneath the refinery, and you're like, what the fuck do we do? Like, we're trapped down here and we're dying. Like, you guys can roll to read a bad situation. Or when the TAC was rolling into town and you guys didn't know what the hell to do, like, you can roll to read a bad situation or investigate a mystery. Whenever you find yourself stuck and you don't know what to do, you can always roll for it. And if there's no explicit question on the list of, hey, what do I do next? We can make it work. We can make it work. So don't be afraid to start using some of the mechanics a little bit.
I keep forgetting there are mechanics at all, basically. Like, I forget that there are rolls we can do.
Yeah, I know. We play pretty mechanics light, but rather than being a 100% RP guided adventure, let's try to do 1 or 2 dice rolls. So investigate a mystery. You roll plus sharp. 7. 1 question.
1 question. How about if I say what happened here, can I figure out how it's made? Like, what happened to make this coin?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a really good question. Okay. So as you're looking at this coin, it looks kind of like a flattened octopus, but it also looks like maybe like a drop of melted metal. Like if you dropped a piece of molten metal onto the ground and it kind of splatted with all the little arms shooting out, it kind of looks like that, but it has this spiraling look to how the arms come off it. And as you kind of rotate the coin about in your hand, you notice that it's actually 2 halves smashed in the middle. Like 2 things came together and impacted. Now you see that maybe it was melted metal and it came from impacting on 2 different sides. So this looks like something with incredible force smashed together to cause this kind of a spiraling metal octopus mosaic.
Man.
And I will say maybe even just a little bit more. The kind of spiraling nature reminds you of what might happen in one of those like large hadron colliders kind of thing. Like it literally looks like a 2-dimensional version of all the atoms firing off from the middle of the impact point.
Is it but it's just one type of metal, it looks like?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It is very consistent. In fact, it's the same type of metal on both sides too. Yeah.
That's the okay.
Yeah.
I kind of, as I'm looking at it, I'd like to just narrate what I'm observing
Yeah.
via Keeper.
Okay. If you're saying this just out loud, I'll say, Jake, this starts to twig a memory. Like this starts, something starts to make sense as you're looking at this coin that Lou is holding, and she's explaining kind of what she's looking at. And you remember that interplanetary ships generally work with two large Hadron Collider drives, one spinning clockwise, one spinning counterclockwise. And when the jump drive is engaged, the two chambers are opened to each other, and all the particles smash into each other, which causes the jump.
So we're talking like FTL drive kind of stuff?
Yeah, FTL drive. FTL drive is two large Hadron Colliders going in opposite directions, and when you press the jump button, when you punch it, that's when all the atoms going in opposite directions meet.
Got it.
This looks an awful lot like, well, I'm just saying it just reminds you of that.
And like, do they meet on a plate, or is this like something was stuck in there to collect all of said accelerated particles?
This looks like just that focal point where they would meet. It's literally when atoms meet perfectly in a great enough quantity, you figure something like this might be made. When they're accelerated to Hadron Collider speeds to shatter the atoms, if they meet each other just perfectly, the angle is absolutely symmetrical, they might stop and actually gather.
Neat.
Yeah.
And do I know, like, what is this like a common byproduct? Like, after a ship jumps, do they have to like offload these probably horribly radioactive things? Or
I will say, you have never, like, you can see how this could be made, but you've never heard of these actually being made. So if it happens, it would be incredibly rare.
Got it. So like near perfect machine, perfect conditions,
Yes.
and being lucky. Okay.
Exactly. That's the exact kind of set of conditions.
Okay, so I guess I would just sort of explain that, like how rare this possibly is,
Yeah.
and from how large of a machine it must have come from.
Yeah.
Slump nods enthusiastically, but it's obviously not absorbing a single word.
Like, okay, so you say Hadron Collider now, but like how large
Yeah.
would these colliders be, like actually on a ship? Still like fucking miles long, or what?
Maybe not miles long, but maybe 50 to, well, probably more like 100 meters. Nah, probably more like 200 meters tall.
Okay,
So-
then yeah, I'll just sort of
yeah.
like point at large objects to Slump and just be like, yeah, man, a lot that big.
He's sort of like rubbing his chin pensively, clearly still not absorbing anything.
Is that how big the pocket ship once was?
The pocket ship did absolutely have, because it was interplanetary, it had an
Yeah.
FTL drive. It absolutely had two of these massive Hadron Colliders on it.
I think I'd like to spend the next maybe 15 minutes using the toy ship and trying to explain this all to Slump. You look so genuinely interested.
You know what? Roll to manipulate someone. See if you can manipulate Slump's brain into understanding this. So it is plus charm.
That's not good. Hold
Yeah.
on.
It's a really
Negative 3.
It's a
That's rough.
wow, -3. Damn. Yeah, Slump. It's a cool toy ship.
if ever like Jake is talking and sort of gets enthusiastically detailed in whatever he's trying to explain, so he puts the thing down for a second, Slump is gonna pick it up and go, and then in between noises looks at Jake and nods his head again like and then right back to
Yeah, man, there's in this like liquid buffer because the acceleration be too much, just turn everybody into paste. And everybody gets in these big old jelly tubes. Yep.
Yeah, Slump agrees.
Man, people write you off too quick, man.
Yeah, Slump agreed. Slump's the smartest person Slump knows.
I mean, that's not an inaccurate statement, I think.
Galdrick just kind of has this like blank. Are you still trying to help him understand this in the background? Like, if you will, the camera angle is focusing on you two, and then it just like goes depth of field and like shows Galdrick in the back, like, what the fuck?
I feel like Kirby would get into it a little bit too. It's like,
Yeah, Kirby's here.
Yeah, Kirby's there. He's like, yeah, I get it. Like the ship, it's real good. It goes real fast. That's why they go between planets. I don't think this one's got guns, Slump. I think this one's like traveling ship.
Well, nah, man. He's talking about the atoms. They fire around this. It's like not like a rail, but it's like a tube in the side, and that's what's going poo poo poo.
Oh, you're real slump.
Yeah.
You're real Slump smart.
What?
Huh?
Okay.
Anyways, how are we gonna get off the planet when you went and shrunk the ship? I want to get the hell out of here.
Well, we have to figure out what the hell we're gonna do first. All right. So I look at Slump, I look at Lou, I look at Jake, I look back to Slump. So Lou, what should we do?
I'd like to talk to Lou too.
Oh, well, I'm already talking to you. You want to talk to yourself?
No, Lou too.
I look
I'd
back
like to
Slump.
talk to Lou.
What do you think we should do?
Too.
Slump wants to talk to Lou too.
and then Slump turns to Lou and goes,
Hi.
Hi, Slump. Hi.
Okay, that was fun. What next?
I'm
What do you
gonna
think?
go.
Because maybe we can make more of these little guys. You know, in the future. Or do we want to hold on just in case of an emergency?
I mean, yeah, can we make more?
We'd need like a super perfect ship, I think.
Like you said earlier, like we would need the ship. We would need one extremely well constructed. We would need all the like fuel components, which I assume are a lot, and
Yeah.
we would need to get super lucky.
Yeah.
Your class is expert. Like, are you
But
very
it's not the expert at FTL travel.
Yeah, fair enough.
Y'all, all right. I fix fucking bikes, and apparently we shoot at monsters, and the whole lightning thing is kind of new.
Yeah,
Big
I'm bad
ass
at keeping your
ships?
girlfriend alive. What?
Well,
What?
he elbows Galdrick.
Remember, because she died.
Yeah, I know, twice.
I don't even know if we know that or not, but it's still funny.
Do
God.
you think like if they get into a fight, he can unweave her and then like reweave her before he said something that started the fight?
Man, do you think she'd unweave herself if she could?
Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna bend over and put my hands on my knees.
But
No, I'm good. You guys talk. We're good.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Jake. What would you like to do? Jake?
I don't fucking know, man.
Come on!
Well, Slump had thought that we should go to Emeraldville before.
Emeraldville, what the
Slump doesn't remember why, though. Slump had a smart thought. Now he doesn't remember.
Well, I mean, shit. I want to go to the Brillin Belt, but I don't think we can get the fuck off this planet. We know the tech's up there, probably blockaded like crazy.
Well,
I think
can we just stealthify the ship?
Can we make the ship smoke one of those cigarettes that make it all...
Yeah, that.
Just looking at my... How big are those? They're like a body size.
Yeah, so one cigarette's good for like maybe 4 or 5 people. I figure you need like maybe 4,000 or 5,000 people's worth.
But I mean,
Oh my God,
while
duplicate
it's
spell?
small,
Oh my god, while it's small?
Oh my god!
if I spray it down while it's small, and then we blow the smoke on it while it's small, then we extend, like, let it revert to its original size.
I don't think this game was designed with like mechanics in mind, because that's fucking game breaking right there.
That seems pretty nice.
Oh yeah. Oh, fine. Yeah, sure. Yeah, go. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, that would work.
Nope. I know that tone.
Go for
I know
it.
that tone. That's keeper versus player. That's what that is right there. I'm not interested in that shit. Absolutely not. That seems like a bad idea.
I guess the TAC probably have radar.
That's what I was gonna say. You get the feeling they're not like standing on top of their ships looking for people to fly by.
You don't know that.
I do
Kirby.
know that.
Kirby, you talk to the TAC sometimes, right?
Nope. I mean, yeah.
Okay, well, what I mean is, like, when things have to get off planet, do they ever have to have, like, password, like, oh, you're exiting the planet? Like, are they, like, is this blockade normal?
No, blockade ain't normal.
Okay.
You always got to be, like, leave from a designated port, and then,
That's what I mean. Like, is there anything at that designated port where we could just get authorization or fake that we have authorization to leave the planet?
Slump's favorite bedtime story that Mr. Teeny Tot would tell him is that once upon a time there was this worker named Stormtrooper TK421, and the hero Ham Yo-Yo, and Ham Yo-Yo knocked out TK421 and then put on all his armor, and then they called and then they saved everybody. Remember? Remember that?
Yep. Yeah.
With Ham Yo-Yo, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
I feel like that's maybe a TOS violation if we do it that way.
Why is that a TOS violation?
It's copyright infringement.
That's not copyright infringement. Oh, hang on a second. My hack jack's going off.
I think it's embezzlement. No, hold on. Turn that off.
Sorry about that.
No.
Sorry about that.
That's definitely embezzlement.
I just got. Now I'll break it. Sorry. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I don't want to get accused of.
Oh
God.
Shit. Oh God. That's my.
I dropped my
All
glass.
right.
I dropped my glass.
Frig. Friggin' heck.
Well, that's Slump's suggestion for Mr. Burby. Mr. Not Burby. Burby's someone else, you asshole.
Yeah,
Slump's suggestion for the Kirby dog.
I'm sorry.
That we go and knock out a couple of the people in the big hamster balls and put on their clothes and say we're them.
Yeah, I don't see how that's at all. There's no flaw with that.
Well, Slump just remember when the big lady with the orange hair and the blue stripe, and they were torching Jorp's place, LOL? They didn't seem super sophisticated.
Yeah, no.
Slump doesn't know how he knows that word.
I didn't even know you. I didn't even think you knew that word. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
I'm not sure he knows what it means.
It
but
you
know what
means
I mean?
you have gas.
Oh man, again.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think, Mr. Jorp? We could go give him a bop bop, and then we take the clothes, eh?
You wanna assault attack?
Yeah, just a small couple of them. And we take the clothes.
All right, one sec. Kirby's gonna roll to read a bad situation. Yep,
Okay.
that's one.
What?
That's a bad situation.
Why?
That's bad. We shouldn't do that. That sounds like a bad situation.
He's starting to sound an awful lot like the keeper right now. Maybe we should listen to him.
Yeah. I wonder how partial he is.
Yeah, that's.
You guys want to pretend to be the TAC and then just fly off the ship? Fly off the planet?
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah, yes and no. What he's saying is we go to the place that has authorization, find people, kill them, knock them out, ask them if we can have their clothes, and then
Okay.
impersonate them
Oh,
so we can get off the planet.
but Slump's so big.
They probably have somebody his size.
Well, hold on. I think we got the makings of something good. But go ahead.
We go into a costume store and we get a wig that's orange with blue stripes. And Slump put that on and walk around with a real creepy smile looking at everybody. No one will know the difference.
I want Goldrick to get the smile from Zootopia, the sloth at the DMV, just slowly getting bigger and bigger at this idea.
It's perfect.
Well, I can't see anything wrong with this plan other than everything.
Yahoo!
Do you have any like uniforms lying around? Can we order them or something? I guess
Tack
that would be
uniforms?
suspicious. Yeah, I don't know.
No, I work for the law.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but you have TAC requisition forms.
Oh, you want me to use some requisition forms to order in some tack uniforms?
Either
Is that
that
a
or just
thing?
quit
Can we
being
do
such a little bitch.
Whoa.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm trying my best.
Okay, wait, hold on. Wait, I actually have an idea. Can you use a requisition form, not for like a uniform, but what's something that a TAC officer would wear in the field?
Oh, they got like
Isn't that
helmets and guns.
A uniform?
No. Like, there's a difference between having a uniform and you're walking around your space station, and there's a difference between a deployed soldier, like one of the ones that was chasing us in the hamster ball. He's not in uniform. He's in combat gear. What if next time?
This
What if
is
we
like
had-
stuff on top of the uniform.
What? I slap Jake. Just shut up and listen, okay? God. What I mean is that next time when we're like, we have hamster balls chasing us, we can at least get into their battle uniform and blend in with the rest of their soldiers. And then from that point, maybe actually sneak onto their fucking vessel and save Tom.
Oh.
Eh.
Sounds risky.
I like that plan. You guys should go do that, and I'm gonna stay here because that sounds terrifying.
Oh my God. Okay.
So
What,
wait,
but what would you like to do, Jake? What would you like to do?
I mean, thanks for asking. So what I was thinking we do.
Please don't scream, Mr. Goldrick. It hurts my ears. They're oversized and they hear very good, and it hurts my ears when you scream like that.
Mr. Idiot and his big ears.
I'm not an idiot.
I turned down my microphone and I apologize.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Goldrick. What were you gonna say, Jake? I interrupted you with my ears hurting.
Oh my God.
Nah, it's all right, man. So this ship pretty big. I imagine it's got like skate pods, little zippy zoops. Maybe get you around a little bit. Not too great though. Yeah.
Yeah, zippy zoops and Jimmy Jabs and all that. Words that I definitely know what they are. Skates, I
All right,
think
cool.
you said? Or sloths
Yeah.
or something?
Sure. Yeah. Why not, man?
It's got those.
So what if? Follow me.
Yep.
Fly our ship up to the blockade.
Now I'm confused.
Got it.
Now I'm
We
lost.
we get in the ship,
Okay, yeah.
and then we blast the ship off, and we
All
start
right.
flying on up,
Yep.
and the tack's gonna be up there in our way, and that's
Yeah.
that's what the blockade, right?
Yep, gotcha.
We
Yeah.
all hop in the pods
Mhm.
and point towards where we want to go, and then we set the old ship to light speed and just pop a hole in the old the old blockade and just float on there.
You wanna Star Wars
It'll be fun. No,
recent,
it'll be fun. It's okay.
recent
It's all right.
episode them?
I think he also wants to get blasted into space and then reach one hand up unrealistically and just fly back to the floating bay.
I mean, shit.
Can I do
could-
that too?
I can roll use magic, do that shit pretty easy.
Can I do that?
Yeah, man.
Was that actually your plan? Is to basically like use the ship as a battering ram?
Yeah, either hit them or have it launch past so that they would follow it. and then we fucking drop to Tatooine on the goddamn pod.
You want to?
We're gonna come back to the fucking planet.
Well, no, I figure we'd go to the next planet.
Oh, you want to
But wait a
travel?
minute, if we go, but
yeah.
hold on. So hold on a second. OOC here.
Yeah.
If we travel to the next planet, are we essentially forsaking this one?
Oh dear. Good question.
I mean, yes.
Because we already know that phase 4 is entire planetary annihilation.
Dude, it's sort of like your first time doing a shot of tequila. It's only hard the first time, and we already killed an entire fucking city. So who cares? Let her buck. Fuck the whole planet, man.
Oh boy.
Okay, now I want to fully disclose. I want to fully disclose my issue with this whole fucking thing. Okay? The last time Slump was like, fuck it, and Milton OC was like, fuck it, let's just let it burn. He went against it and we got bit in the ass. So I'm inclined to listen to him this time around.
I do seem to recall Slump giving a very enthusiastic hug to Kano and getting a laser beam through the eye hole. So
oh no, I'm not talking about that. I was talking about the last time when you were like, yo, let's save these people, you know, and I'm like, or I was like, we have to save the people, and you're like, fuck them, let them burn. 20 minutes later, they're getting fingered to death.
Oh, that is
Right, yeah, that's true.
That is true. Yep. Touche. No regrets.
So I'm inclined to side with Slump this time and just say, all right, fuck the planet.
All right. Let's just simplify. Are we gonna stay on this planet, go to Matrillion, or go out to the Brillin Belt and talk to Lou also too? Lou too also. Lou, the other.
Additional Lou.
I think, says Lou, I think that I think if we use the coin to go talk to Lutu on the Brillin Belt, that's almost like not making a decision, because he can probably zap us back here. I don't think we would be stuck at Lutu's place if we were to use the coin. So I think even just getting some more information to inform this next step, that would be my vote.
Okay, wait, so where's Lutu at?
The Brillin Belt. That's far away.
I guess Goldrick, you probably wouldn't know this. Slump, you probably had this eaten away when you transformed. But
Yep.
Jake and Lou, you would know this just from your knowledge of basic star system, like how we all know that Earth is the center of the universe, and then is Mars, and then there's the sun, or whatever it is.
Sun is flat. Yeah.
Sun is flat, exactly. So this is that same kind of level of basic knowledge. You know that there's the inner planets, which is Sacromia, Matrillion, Ionis, and Cowhearth. And you know that the Brillin Belt is it's like the outer rim of the star system. And between the inner planets and the outer rim is the chain of, oh shit. It's the chain of oh shit. Just a sec.
Bad
Ooh, that
stuff.
sounds, yeah.
It is, oh my god, I've got so many notes for this now. It is, oh my god, there's so many notes.
Control F chain.
Chain of broken hope.
Oh, that is bad.
And the chain of broken hope is a nearly unnavigatable belt of asteroids separating the inner planets from the Brillin Belt. So
How did we get here in the first place? How did we get through them, do you think? Our ancestors.
It's possible.
Do we know?
It's possible to get through it. It takes, So first of all, the ships that colonize the systems are fucking massive. Probably so massive that they could just kind of fly through the asteroid belt and withstand the impacts.
Got it.
Also,
so many river moths.
and there are people living on the Brillin Belt because like an incredible pilot on a state-of-the-art ship could technically navigate through the chain of broken hope.
Well, there you go. He just said we could do it. We don't need to waste the coin. Let's go.
Just want you to know it's got some requirements to get past the chain of broken hope.
Hey Kirby, how good are you of a pilot?
Real good.
Oh God, that's bullshit.
I parked in my spot real good, all four corners, more or less, in my spot almost every day, except that one time that I hit the sheriff's car and he was real mad.
All right, so Lou.
But now I'm the sheriff, and I just park in the sheriff's spot, and it's much bigger there.
Okay,
I can fit in that spot every day. I'm a real good pilot. I can fit in that spot every day. I'm a great pilot.
Okay.
You want me to fly something?
Make him do the dancing gun.
I'm about to.
Don't shoot me, please.
I'm loading in the dancing bullet.
He just he covers his mouth with his hands.
Got a compulsion.
Lou, so if you're telling me all we have to do is get there, and we don't have to worry about like getting back to the planet, he can probably just boop, 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 us back here.
That's what happened last time, at least. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, it was a boop boop, boop boop. Although there was only one of us that traveled, but everybody here could see Lutu while we were doing the talking.
Okay. All right.
Maybe it's like opening a portal, kind of like
Oh, I'm gonna hate
our
this.
creepo friend kind of uses, how he just kind of hops over.
Okay. Yep. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I hate this. Oh, I hate this so much. I hate this so much. Bolo.
That was Lou, guys.
I need the music. Hold on. You caught me unawares, fucking with my stream deck.
Bolo.
Oh, see, he's
I'm
not
coming.
coming.
No, I'm coming.
Oh,
Just one
dear.
second.
That's disgusting.
Oh, jeez.
I need my intro music. I'm like a famous wrestler. It's not worth it unless I have my intro. All right, Maestro.
This guy, Goldrick? Really? This guy?
Hit my tunes. No, damn it. Now we have to pay royalties. Fuck. Goldrick, why do you have that? George Lucas doesn't fuck around. He's gonna come asking. We can't.
Old George don't get off the ranch for fucking nothing, but when he does,
he's got eyes everywhere.
It's understood. I could not resist that. I apologize.
Here, no, I got you. Let me get out my kazoo.
Don't know. Everyone just all right.
All right. Volo.
That's nice.
Yes, Goldrick.
No strings attached.
No strings attached.
Oh.
Oh.
Get us off the
And
fucking
back.
planet.
And back.
This is like a genie, kind of thinking all the way at every angle.
I need you to open a portal from here to, and I look at Lou and I snap.
To the fellow named Lou on the Brillin Belt. You know that he has all the glasses.
Oh, I remember. You talked with him at Tom's old cave.
Yes, that exact spot.
So
You
we
don't
need
go
to.
all
So we
the
need to
way
get
out
off planet.
there.
Yeah, we got to get off planet to go talk to him, but we also need a way back. So I need you to open a portal from here to there that we can just Stargate right on through, and then we can Stargate right on back.
The fuck's a Stargate?
It's an old Earth show.
It's before your time, way back on Earth.
It was pretty good.
It was okay.
You want to go all the way to the Brillin Belt to see that person.
I mean, if you can't do it, you can't do it.
No, I totally can, but are you sure you don't want to meet anybody else? That guy seemed sketchy AF.
Yeah, real sketchy.
I mean, if you really want to go see him, I guess I could do it.
I look at Lou. Is this how you want me to use this?
Well, we have to. I hold up I hide it from Volos, like I have my hand by it. But
What's
I show it
that you
to.
got there?
It's a piece of gum. Don't worry about it.
I love gum.
I look at Lou like, what are you doing? I look back at him and I say, it's feminine products.
Oh,
Damn it, I should have used that.
I don't need those.
Is this what we're
Alright.
doing? Because then we get best of both worlds. We can go talk to Lou too. We can do that, and then we can go to the Emerald City, wherever the fuck it was.
Well,
Okay.
hold on.
What?
What? All right, just fuck it. Out of character, real fast. What do we? Which of these two things do we think is more valuable? And anything trick from Volos or the coin?
I know, that's what I'm having a tough time
too.
deciding.
Could the coin get us out of a favor that Volos calls in that we don't want to give him?
Because we were told that basically this coin can be used to, basically this is the sort of thing that could have the power to bring back somebody from the fucking dead.
Yeah. But then probably Volos could too. I mean, he
Hey,
did.
Volos!
Yes.
Cancel that plan.
Oh, with pleasure. Just anytime you need anything else.
Yeah. Actually, I'd like to change the plan. But I probably shouldn't ask. It's probably a little too much.
I'm
Probably
pretty
something-
powerful.
It's probably something beyond your power.
No, I'm really strong.
Goldrick?
What if I mean, is it within your power, I don't know, to not only destroy the entire TAC fleet that's blockading this planet, but also to teleport Tom right here so he's home safe?
Hot dang.
I mean, if you can't do it, buddy, I mean, it's fine.
I could do one or the other.
Fuck.
Did you just say fuck Tom?
What? Oh no, man! I was in my throat.
And loot.
Well, can we use the coin to like teleport a person? That doesn't really. Is that a weave? We could try.
Are you asking if the coin has the power to teleport someone?
Like if Volos did the tack explosion, and we use the coin to try and grab Tom.
Yeah, the coin would definitely have power to do that.
Yeah, just so
That might honestly not even be a bad idea.
I looked
We
at
could
everybody. I was like, just so we're clear, this is not going to fix the TAC problem. They'll just send more TAC, but it'll buy us a lot of time.
Volos, would you just be getting the guys in the sky, or would you also be eradicating the ground-based TAC forces that are here?
Oh,
I
there's
would-
no way he could do that too. He's not that powerful.
That's
No.
what I'm asking.
I would destroy everything in the sky. The ones on the ground would just have to stay.
Oh, we did see that that we suspect might be Kerr is on the ground. So it's like the main. So we would still have a pretty powerful batch of adversaries. But
That is true.
they'd be a huge win.
I mean, all right, folks. Volos, earmuffs.
Come on, you can trust me. I
Hey,
can hear anything you're going to say. Don't just trust that I won't use it against you.
all right, fine. So this Volos guy's super handsome, got super long arms, gangly
Uh-huh.
fingers. They're so
Uh-huh.
cute.
Yeah, not really my type, but I get it.
So
I
what if we
understand it.
just say fuck the whole thing and we go over to Eldom and at least see what's going on? Like it's the closest thing. It's not like we're gonna fucking possibly die on the trip. It's just
Well-
toot and we're there. I feel like if anything, it'd just give us a little bit more help make a decision. If we catch scent, we follow it. If we don't, we do something else.
I want to lean over to Volos and I'll be like, hey, can you like destroy an entire galaxy?
An
You-
entire galaxy.
Shh, keep it down.
An
Can you
entire
like,
galaxy.
yeah, could you like make the apocalypse happen?
Well, possibly, but
Okay, it's good to know. It's good to know. You and I might be friends after all.
all right. Thanks for the gum, Goldrick. I love
You
gum.
are welcome. Why is everyone looking at me?
I'm trying to imagine Volos' horrible teeth trying to chew gum.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
I need a
Just
lot
no
of gum,
lips,
or else it
just
just kind of gets
drooling.
stuck in there.
Ow, ow, ow.
God. All right. So, Jake, you just want to go to the city that's right down the street?
Well, I mean, this seems like a hard fucking decision, so why not just go down that way like for 20 minutes and see what happens?
I mean, that's true. If we really need to get out of here fast, we can always just call Volos, right? Because you're so cool.
Of course, anytime you want me to destroy every tack in the sky,
Oh,
just
God.
say the word. I'll
I like
make
this guy
them
after all.
suffer.
I was wrong about you, Volos. You know, you and I are gonna.
Slump
it might-
like the volley dog.
Yeah, It might be the beer that I keep clanking, but
Oh, I
I
think
like
we're
this
going
guy
to be
now.
good friends.
yeah, I think we are too.
I've got a great plan that I think you're all going to like quite a bit.
Can you tell me the plan?
Well,
Yeah, we'd love to know.
I don't know
All right,
all the pieces yet.
I
But
look
I
over at
want-
Jake because he seems to have the best memory. I say, all right, next time we talk to the time killer, that's going to be our question: is what is Volos' plan?
Hmm.
All right.
Well,
All right, well,
I
I guess we don't need you after all, but it was nice seeing you. I say it first. I love you.
I love you.
Okay, gross.
And it just kind of like oozes out of his mouth as like you can hear that big grin as he says it and steps back through his portal.
Yuck. That man's yucky.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Okay. So I get what you guys are saying. Just like head down, take a brief look, don't get like super deep into scary things, and make a informed decision that way. Is that right?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, shit, I just don't know what the fuck's going on, and I feel like every other option is a pretty like dive into the deep end, and this is little tippy toe dip.
My only thing is that that's what Volos told us to do, so I'm naturally inclined to not do that. But I totally get it.
All right, so we're gonna go to the what's it called again?
Eldham.
I'm not gonna remember that. All right, let's go to Eld.
Okay, I
Old
just said
Ham.
it. Yeah, it's Old Ham.
Elder Scrolls Online.
Let's go to Oldham.
Ooh, can I take a peek into the future and see how this is gonna go?
You want to do a premonition for
Premonition. For like arriving there.
I mean, but basically,
This
it's like
plan to
you
go
guys
there.
you guys are deciding to go to Eldham, and you want to make a premonition based on your decision to go to Eldham.
Yeah, like how's this? Yeah, exactly. How's this gonna go?
Yeah. All right, roll me a premonition. Every single one has been a failure so far. Almost a failure.
I'll help.
Oh shit! To a full success. Yes. Roll to help out.
Oh.
So do you want me to use help out or use magic to look at another place?
Roll to help out.
Not as good.
You can roll plus weird, because it's a weird help out,
It is.
which I guess is just use magic, but fuck it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no super wizard though. Yeah.
That's right. Holy shit! All right. So with a mixed success on Jake's part, you expose yourself to some harm. And I think the way this works is you see Lou kind of stand there, and Lou, what do you do? Like, what is your physical, like, do you put your hands on your temples, or do you do a dance, or like what does Lou kind of do in order to have one of these premonitions when it's going to be a real one, like not just a fake one, but when you're really gonna, use your trained third eye to look into the future? What does that look like for Lou?
Lou takes off one of her scarves and lays it on the ground, and sits down in front of it with the scarf in front of her like a tablecloth, and sets out 9 items in front of her in like an arc. Some crystals, a nice rock that she found, a ceremonial knife. And then she just closes her eyes and focuses.
Okay. So I think as Jake, as you see Lou start to get ready for like a first serious premonition, this is Lou attempting to foresee how your journey is going to go. You realize that you don't want to leave this up to chance. You want to make sure that she has a good vision, and she can see it, but you can help guide the vision. You can help smooth the ink. You can help shape the vision so that it's clear. And I think, you know, she goes not quite catatonic, but unresponsive when she does this. And so you can't ask her what she sees. You just kind of have to feel the ink, and it feels like an EMP discharge. Like when you put your hands out to reach for the ink, you feel like this wave of a dome of ink kind of blast out past you. And I think as you feel it, you grab on and you just try to like feel for the knots and curves in the ink, and you try to straighten it out so that the images come back clear to Lou.
I have my my like shitty old pistol, the revolver with no bullets in it. I sort of spin it around and use the butt of it like a hammer, just sort of like tap out. Where
Nice.
Yeah, fucking perfect. Now, are there actual questions with premonitions, or is it just you see something that's going to happen? With, I think with a full success, you see a clear vision of something that's about to happen, and you have like enough time to stop it.
Yeah, I get a detailed vision of something bad that is yet to happen, and I take +1 forward to prevent it coming true. I don't know what that means. And mark experience if it stops it. If I stop it.
Means
What
you,
is +1 forward?
I was just going to explain. It means you get a +1 to everything that you do whenever you are actively working on stopping it from happening. So whenever you make a roll, you have an extra
We should do
+1.
that more.
Yeah, I was talking about this too. Like, you guys should do premonition at the start of every episode because it's super useful.
It's so useful that I feel like it's like cheating to overuse it, but you're completely right. That's
Yeah,
the
you
whole-
guys are in like
whole
a
spooky thing.
deep story with a lot of layers to it. So anything you can do to help yourselves is good. So this is a full success. And I think your vision starts riding on this wave of ink as it travels out from your physical body. And the ride is kind of rough, and you start seeing visions kind of flash past you, and they look dangerous, but they're blurred and you can't quite see what they are until, unbeknownst to you, Jake is starting to smooth the ink, and the ride becomes smoother, and the visions become clearer, and some of them are scattered and they don't make any sense, and so you don't retain them in your mind. But then you see you see, I'll say the first thing you see is a lot of things. You see many events that seem unrelated to each other, and they're all bad, and they're all terrifying, and they're all in Eldham. And there are so many that you can't keep track of what they are until one stands out. And you see a family, just a normal average family, almost comically nuclear, and they're sitting down at a table, and you know, there's a bowl of peas and carrots and steak and mashed potatoes, and the father is laughing and pointing at something, and the two kids are making silly faces, and the mom's got her hands on her hips, and she's like, "Oh, you guys," and it looks freakishly normal or average or stereotypical. And then the children explode.
Oh.
And the mother explodes. And the father explodes. And in their places are horrific, deformed, twisted slump monsters.
Oh.
And then your vision kind of backs up out of that window into another house. And this family is maybe not so stereotypical. This one is maybe it's like five workers sharing a room. They all work at the same place, and they're just doing a house share to make ends meet. And one of them's watching TV. Two of them are playing cards. Another two of them are, I don't know, digging around in the fridge for something to eat. And then the one watching TV explodes. And the two playing cards explode. And the two digging around the kitchen, they explode. And in their places are these horrific, twisted slump monsters. And it passes through another window, another family, another set of mundane, everyday things. And in the middle of these things, they explode. And then it zooms out into the street. And you see the walls come down from these buildings as horrific, like more twisted, more gnarled, more disgusting and upsetting than you've ever seen. These slump monsters with extra limbs and distended entrails hanging out of them start busting through all the walls, and the whole city starts collapsing as more and more of these slump monsters, almost house by house, start coming out into the streets and heading north, and they're leaving nothing but ruin in their wake. And then your vision comes back at incredible speed back to your body, and you're back to where you were.
Oh my gosh. Can I make an amendment to how I set up my premonition space?
Yes.
I'd like to just have a journal out, the same journal I use every time, and kind of write eyes closed as it's happening. Does that work?
Yeah, like one of those, I don't remember what the name is for those supernatural consciousness, stream of consciousness writers who talk to ghosts and write down what they hear kind of thing.
There you go.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Awesome. Thank you. I was like, how do I relay all this to? Okay. Okay. So I come out of it and read that back.
Slump, how is it? I want to ask you a question, but I don't want to be offensive.
Uh-huh.
How are you the way you are? Like, you know how we fought those guys that looked like they might be your cousins
Uh-huh.
in Steve Sports the other day?
Uh-huh.
How come you're nice and they're not?
Mr. Teeny Tot always said it's 'cause Slump has all the sugary cereals.
Oh.
It's the sugary cereals.
Yeah.
Keeps them sweet, and I boop them on the nose.
Oh my god. Okay. Great. That's the plan.
That's our plan.
OOC, Slump, do you, or Milton, do you actually have an idea of are you starting
why
to
I'm different?
Yeah, of why you're different?
No clue.
Does
No
anyone,
idea.
does anyone else, meta knowledge included with the introduction to Slump, does anyone else have an idea? Because the pieces are now there for why
Did you-
Slump is the way he is.
Did Slump not eat the whole burger? No, he ate the whole burger, right?
No,
Was it
he
because you
didn't.
Take
was
the
satisfied
mayonnaise
with it?
off?
Oh.
Slump didn't eat the whole burger for a very specific reason.
Because of the mayonnaise.
Yes, because of the mayonnaise, Slump decided to not eat the whole burger.
Well, there's no going back for the
And everyone else at the party ate their entire burger.
Do you think there's some kind of propaganda campaign that we can run to Eldham to get them to just stop eating? I mean, it's not just mayonnaise, though.
Well, we don't
Wait,
know
is it?
what
It's
it
not right.
what it is. So with this premonition, was this shared, or is this did you
Yeah.
share this with us?
Yeah.
shared with you.
Okay. What are we gonna tell him? Not to eat?
Yeah, that doesn't really work, huh?
Because you also found the mashed up food and Nash from Steve Sports' Nash
the
Club.
Nash was
And when you gave that mixture of food and Nash to a rat, the rat mutated into a slump monster.
Oh, that's right.
But we wouldn't have the in-character knowledge to associate it with the mayonnaise.
Oh yeah, sorry. You're right.
Totally, yeah. So I'm just, this is kind of, if you guys are starting to put it together, there's enough pieces. Betty told you that the Yo-Yo Boys were dealing in something that was causing these transformations, and they were giving something to the Nash Club that caused the transformations. So you know the Yo-Yo Boys are dealing in whatever's causing it, and you know it was either in the food or the Nash.
Slump,
So-
do you remember eating anything that looked like what we found at the Nash Club?
Slump eats quite a bit.
Where?
Kind of hard to nail it down to one thing.
That's yeah.
Yeah. So, sorry.
Yeah. What if, how about this? What if we host a feast for the whole town? Or like we drive in with a really enticing food truck that everybody wants to eat at because it's so cool and good. And then nobody eats what's in their fridge.
What?
Yeah, you know?
No. Nope. Slump doesn't know at all.
Slow head turned to Jake. What do you have?
Well, I mean, we know it was something in the bag, and the bag was like French fries and some like chicken sandwich and shit, and I mean, you didn't see anyone taking Nash, so we know it's food. But I mean, is it the bread? Is it the chicken? Is it the like vegetables? Like, what the fuck is it? I think that's kind of, we need to figure out what the thing is.
Probably sour cream. It's fucking disgusting.
Well, who the fuck in the right mind puts sour cream on a chicken sandwich? It's probably not that.
That's true. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Wait, what? Wasn't it just a burger? Was that what it was?
It was just, yeah, it was just a burger and fries and some Nash.
Well, for shit, Lou, what were they eating? What was everybody eating?
Well, at the first house I saw, there was.
And then I describe it.
Yeah, there was like mashed peas and
Yeah.
carrots and mashed potatoes and some sort of meat, I think I said, and the other people were like drinking beer and eating chips, and other people weren't even eating.
All right, well, I was gonna try and string this together. We saw meat, that's on a burger, and we saw potatoes, that was with the burger, and the other dude's eating chips, that's also potatoes. Maybe it's fucking potatoes.
Kirby, is there anything you find that is just in all of your stuff? Like a consistent ingredient? Like MSG or something?
Well, first thing I want to do is check and see if there's a roll to help you guys
Oh.
figure shit out. I feel like we should, maybe when you ask me, you should investigate something.
I
A mystery,
Okay,
maybe?
I can roll investigative mystery because I was asking about potatoes, I guess.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, sure.
Or should Lou do it since you're like the source of all the information? I don't know.
I don't think it really matters either way. It's a roll plus sharp.
I think go for it.
My sharp is good.
Hey!
Oh, -1. It's only 7.
Okay. So one question, and you don't have to stick to the list. What do you want to ask Kirby as your like investigative mystery question?
Oh shit, this is to Kirby. Fuck. I was damn it, I didn't have this framed as a question to Kirby.
It was kind of like, you know, what's common that everybody eats or something. I don't really remember what the question was.
I mean,
Like,
Kirby Kirby was the one that
Steeple
ran the
food.
results for the thing. Maybe ask him something like, did anything stand out from when we sent the stuff to the lab?
Oh yeah. So did they like isolate each of the bits, or did they just slurry that shit up and sample it? Like, do we know what came back hot?
Well, I mean, come on, Jake. We're professionals, so yeah, we did both. We did the slurry and we broke it into its individual parts. And I found something that made me suspect you guys because there was illegal spice in there. You guys dealing in spice?
Illegal spice.
Yeah, that's
Fuck, it's
super illegal
illegal
spice in there.
What?
Yeah. You guys you had some illegal spice. It was like, what was it? Oh, it's that new stuff. It's that new spice that everybody's getting hooked on. All the millennials getting hooked on the star spice.
Social media? What the fuck are you
That
talking about?
that Brillin bump.
No,
Brillin bump. Very good.
it's star spice, and it was in there, and that stuff's super illegal.
What?
Would
is-
any of us know what the fuck that is?
It's pretty new. That would be some underworld shit. Let's roll. Let's everybody roll plus cool. Just roll plus. Let's see how cool you guys are. Are you guys cool enough to know all this cool street drugs?
Fuck.
Oh boy.
Slump doesn't know. He ate it and he doesn't even know.
I'm gonna +1 because it's to stop the thing from happening. Is that cool?
Yeah. That's absolutely.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. Not a lot of cool cats in here.
Yeah.
You guys are all pretty straight laced.
Hi, Steve Buscemi. What's going on, kids?
Fellow kids, man.
Exactly. Damn. Okay. So I guess Galdrick and Lou, you would have the only even remote idea. You've never seen Star Spice. You've never been in the drug trading industry. But you've heard of some of this illicit trading of goods, and Star Spice is the newest, hottest thing because it's not a narcotic. Like, it doesn't get you high or anything like that. It's literally just like a flavoring. You don't know why it's illegal. It's not a narcotic. It doesn't have any physiological effect.
Oh.
So it's just fucking magically delicious?
That's literally it. It is magically delicious because it works on savory and sweet things, and it tastes fucking
Okay.
amazing.
I want to stroke my beard, and I want to ask. Oh fuck! I don't know if I've never really asked an investigation or anything like that. I want to add on a question.
Yep. I think go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Well, wait a minute. So it had illegal spice on it.
Yeah.
Was there anything else that was out of the ordinary?
Not really. It looked like burger meat, and it had some French fries, and then there was some lettuce, and then there was that Nash stuff, which is like space tobacco. And then it had some of that Star Spice in there, and I don't know what you guys are doing with that Star Spice, but it's super illegal. I didn't arrest you because we're friends.
It wasn't ours. Okay, we were holding it for a friend.
Well,
Mr. Kirby Dog, if you tried to arrest us, Slump would turn your head into a truffle.
Well,
I like to think it's because we're friends and not because you'd hurt me.
No, Slump would definitely kill you.
I know you don't mean that, Slump. We're good
For sure.
friends.
Slump would kill you and eat you.
He means that. Okay, so wait a minute, guys. I have an idea. I have an inclination.
oh.
So this spice is consumed all the time, right? It's just illegal.
I mean, I would hope that nobody's eating it. It's super illegal, but it's pretty popular.
Okay.
Nobody's
Guys,
eating
what
it
if-
because it's illegal. Otherwise, I'd have
Okay.
to arrest everybody.
Okay, well, what if the Star Spice is actually illegal because it's a catalyst? And when it mixes with something mundane, when it mixes with one specific thing, I kind of like elbow over to Slump.
Slump shows no sign of being involved in the conversation. No idea that you're addressing him.
What if, on alone, it's perfectly fine. It's just an illegal substance that a couple people do. But with the right mixture, elbow again towards Slump.
That's true, because if it was just that as soon as you had the spice, you turned into a thing, then there would be way more things.
Yeah, people would know not to eat it because
That too.
It wouldn't be popular because it would result in death.
So we're specifically looking for star spicy potatoes.
Ah,
You guys shouldn't look for Star Spice. That stuff's super illegal. I have to arrest you if you have it. Not allowed to have that stuff. Super illegal. I've said that a couple times. Please don't go looking for Star Spice. I would hate to have to arrest you because then you'd have to kill me and then everybody'd be sad.
Okay, listen, Kirby, I don't want to put a damper in your day because I like you, okay? I think we're friends.
Yeah.
Okay. But at the first sign of real trouble, you want to abandon your planet. Are you really still a man of the law?
Well, I was thinking about that and I thought, you know what? No, hey, listen. I got scared because I'm a human being. But then I remembered that time I shot the sheriff because he was a piece of shit. So if I'm not going to stand up for this planet, who will? I'm staying.
wow, Kirby.
Wow, he's actually going to stay here even though it might blow up at any minute.
Yeah, any minute.
I'm sure I'm going to stop that from happening.
Okay, he's not going to do anything. He's going to die.
I don't know, man.
I could save everybody. I shot the sheriff. I can save the whole planet.
You did. You're doing
That's the
good.
same.
That's the same thing. I'm going to stand here for Quentin and for, well, I guess not Farwater because they're all already dead. You know what? I think I'm just going to stick with Quentin. The rest of the planet's too hard.
Okay, so you're going to come with us to Hamdum?
I got to stay here and take care of Quentin. What if the tack comes? I got to shoot him.
Actually, yeah, Quentin, just so you're aware, Quentin is next on the list for the phase 2.
Oh,
All right, that doesn't make any sense.
Oh, did we not explain that to you?
What's a phase 2? What's phase 1?
Oh, shit. Oh, all right. I like slinky out of the room.
yeah.
What's a phase 1? Or does it go the opposite direction? Is it phase 3? Are we counting down or are we counting up? Is it feel like phase 3? And are we in phase 3 right now and phase 2 is coming down? Or
His eyes are just real wide.
is it phase 1 now? Have I seen phase 1? Did I beat it? Was the sheriff phase 1? I bet I saved us from phase 1. I bet you phase 2 isn't even going to happen.
Anyway. I'm just talking about infrastructure and things. Don't even worry about it.
Okay.
Yes. Totally worked.
I poke my head back into the room and I'm like, nope.
So yeah, you guys just don't go looking for Star Spice. I'm going to go back to my office and be the sheriff.
Is he actually leaving?
Well, do you guys need me for something?
Just know it's going to be the last time I see you, Kirby. It's been an honor.
No, don't say that.
You're going to be dead before we meet again.
Don't say that. I'll survive.
I hug him like really sincerely.
Don't say goodbye, Mr. Goldrick. I love you. We're the only friends I've ever had. I don't want to die. Mr. Slump, I need a hug from you too. I just I need a hug from all of you. I don't want to die.
At all this overwhelming emotion and grossness, Slump just throws up in his mouth.
And Kirby is like, he's losing strength in his legs, and he's like grappled onto Galdrick because he can't support his own weight anymore, as tears are just just big anime tears streaming down his face.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Don't listen, Kirby. Just remember one thing, okay?
Yeah.
If you die,
Yeah.
I like finger thumb point at all of us. If you die, we're all leaving the campaign.
Okay.
That's true.
Then I guess I better try to stay safe.
Yeah.
Well,
You're pretty. You have.
I mean, I
blocks.
got a place you could stay. It's foolproof.
I swear to God.
but only as long as you don't tell anyone else where I am, including the rest of the party.
Too hard.
I start.
Too
I
soon.
start. I start.
You
loading my
know,
gun.
honestly, that happened. Wait. This is keeper bullshit. My plan was too perfect. The keeper had to destroy it.
Yeah, anyways. Now Kirby's terrified and doesn't want to leave. So what are you guys gonna do? Where would you like to
Perfect.
go? What would you like to what's the plan next?
Elder Ham.
Elder
And what do we do?
Ham.
What is our purpose in going there? You said that we're just going to go and check it out. What are we checking out? What are we under the impression is in Eldham?
Volos had said that there was just a lot of info, right? Like there's the next stage or a lot of phase people. Phase 3 people. Why do we want to go there? That sounds real dangerous.
I wanted to go to the belt. This was your idea, Jake.
What was in the belt, Lou too?
Lou
Yeah.
too.
Well,
So wait a sec. Is this is player knowledge that it? Well, no shit. I guess we saw the Yo-Yo Boys,
Yeah.
so we know the Yo-Yo Boys are the ones bringing the Star Spice.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
maybe we need to start looking at the Yo-Yo Boys and stop looking at Phase 3.
Interesting.
Oh.
And did we see the direction that Ma and Bert left when they were leaving Freshwater town or whatever? Farwater, that's what it was.
I hate that none of you remember any of the names that I come up with.
Wonderful
You
game.
really,
Like
you
a
really take the wind out of my
It's such a good
sails
name.
when
Aw.
you can't.
I want you to know
Well,
that
let's
I've
just
had
ask
6 major
Kirby.
concussions in my life. Me remembering names is actually really fucking hard, which is why I just
Shoot.
meme on myself and I'm like, the ham place.
It actually doesn't
Like I write
bother
that
me at
into
all.
every single one of my characters.
all right. So
It doesn't
Why
bother
don't
me
I ask-
at all. It's mostly just I like to think that I'm kind of like Matt Mercer because the party makes fun of all the names that I make up.
why don't we just ask Sherby, the sheriff of Crampton?
Oh my
what he
god.
thinks?
Yeah. Great. Awesome. That's fantastic. We're all
He should
having
know
fun
us.
now.
I think he'd know.
Oh, hey guys. I'm gonna kill you all now.
I'll see. I
Bye.
knew this was gonna happen.
Bye-bye.
Ask Sherby what? Ask him about the Yo-Yo Boys?
Yeah.
I was going to say, well, so basically, because my understanding of the options that we're looking at right now are go to the belt ostensibly to find Lou 2. Is that basically the only thing that's in the belt?
Yeah, for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Or go to Emrin. That was an honest one. And see what's going on with the later phases. I mean, what is your connection to Lou? Like, what do we hope to gain from Lou? Information?
Yeah, and
Does he-
and direction.
Does he usually expect something in return, sort of like Volos?
No. Well,
No.
we've only interacted with him once.
Twice. And
2 times.
yeah.
Very memorable both times.
Second time he
Okay.
gave you your gold buddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? Fuck, he seems like a pretty decent dude.
Yeah, he
So it might behoove us to talk to him first to sort of learn any more about the tack that we can learn, and then go to him and him and see, if there's some way that we can put his wisdom into action.
Yeah, the first time you met Lou 2, he had said that we live in a shattered world, and he said to kind of keep going with what you were doing, and when you had learned more, to find him in the Brillin Belt. And the second time was when he showed up, gave Lou her gold buddy, and took the gold thread that Volos had taken from Lou. he took that from Volos and gave it back to Lou.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe we could ask him how to stop the slump transformation.
True.
And other things.
Yeah.
What I want to know is how they plan to do the total planet annihilation. Is it supposed to
I
be
think
through
we're
slump
seeing
monsters?
that. Yeah, slumps.
So it's
Or-
take out all the life on it and then have the planet for
Well, I was
do what
gonna
they will
ask
with it.
if the slump monsters are part of phase 3. I mean, that's sort of what your premonition alluded to, but we saw them on the planet already, and the planet wasn't in phase 3 yet.
You know what? It's yeah. You know what's interesting is there were slump monsters that were trying to kill.
Oh,
Red. What the hell was his name again?
Garvin.
Garvin?
No, not. Oh yeah, Garvin. No, the one before him. The one that was.
Emerson?
Oh, Hutch.
Oh,
Hutch.
Hutch.
Yeah, they were trying to not kill Hutch, but they were, in his way, which means he didn't make them. Demersal was making Frankensteins, and so who the fuck originally made the slumps?
Are the slumps not part of the Arish Kagal, maybe? Like, not part of their whole plan?
Maybe.
Actually, yeah, because there's a bunch of phase 3, like, operatives in Eldham. So they probably don't want to turn into slumps themselves.
Yeah,
They're pretty
and-
smart. You'd think they would know how it was happening.
And considering Garvin was like, oh no, mansters, he was fighting back against them. Did it seem like he was caught off guard by this, or was he like, oh, another day, gotta do this now?
Good question.
He seemed super off guard because he was using the townsfolk to defend his mansion. And what you saw from phase 3 is that the townsfolk are not to be killed. Like, phase
Oh.
1 does not kill people. It kills law, but it does not kill many other people. It's meant to
Heard it
sow
here.
destruction
Cops
and
aren't people.
chaos.
Sorry.
It's to make the tack come in, but it's not to harm the people who live there.
So
And-
are the Yo-Yo Boys actively like doing this to combat the Arish Kagal?
Yeah, I wonder if it's that, or if they have some sort of ulterior motive. Maybe if they're not like fighting the Arish Kagal, but if they have their own thing. Is it like a battle of two powers vying for control of a planet? The
Or what
Yo-Yo
if-
Boys are hoping to cause mayhem, and the attack is trying to take over.
It could be too that the Yo-Yo Boys are just the supply, like they're just out for profit, and then
Yes,
whoever's
true.
supplying the spice is like, where do they get the spice? Maybe that origin.
Yeah,
that is
I
true.
think let's drill Kirby about everything he knows about the Yo-Yo Boys, but I don't know if we can pursue that because last time we even touched a Yo-Yo Boy, we all fucking died.
that is true.
You beat up a whole bunch of Yo-Yo Boys. It was when you took on Ma, the leader of them, that you got your asses kicked. You actually met a couple Yo-Yo
oops.
Boys early on in the Motherlode bar.
That's right, we trounced them.
Yeah, fucking annihilated them. And the Yo-Yo Boy with Ma, Bert, you fucking killed her instantly.
Oh,
Well, that's right. Yeah, I do remember giving her the business.
Yeah, it was just Ma that fucked you guys up so bad.
but I think too it'd be easier to join the Yo-Yo Boys than than it would be to join the attack. But then also,
Oh.
do
Did
you
you
know
see
how
all of
Yo-Yo-
our cool rolls?
Yeah, fair point. Good point.
Kirby,
Yeah, what's up?
what do you know about the Yo-Yo Boys?
Oh, they're no good. They're like coming around. They rough the place up. They always got those damn cool yo-yos that I can never learn how to use very well. And then they like come into the bars and clubs and they hold them up and they take all their valuables. And you know what I think? I think they're dealing drugs. I think they're dealing spice and drugs and all sorts of stuff. I heard from one of the inmates that they're selling sim coins back on Matrillion.
So like what now?
Oh, it's a real dirty, ugly drug, and they sell that, and they sell spice. I wouldn't be surprised if that's where you guys got your star spice. You guys buy that from the Yo-Yo Boys? You shouldn't hang out with the Yo-Yo Boys. They're bad news. They're bad people.
It's okay. Slump got it, but Slump only had to trade a couple of people for it.
Don't sell people for Star Spice. Don't talk to the Yo-Yo Boys. I'm gonna have to arrest you, Mr. Slump.
Where's the Yo-Yo Boys hanging out at now?
I don't know where they hang out at. They just kind of come into town every now and then, rough
Nash
everybody
Club,
up.
maybe?
Yeah, they go to the Nash Club a lot, but you know, I don't see them here all the time. They kind of come into town, then they leave.
Well, I think I might know someone who might know. We're still in Farwater right now.
You're in Quinton.
Quinton. We're still in Quinton, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna start waving like everyone to like start following me. I'm gonna start heading to the Nash Club.
Okay.
Yep, Slump goes with.
Yeah.
We need to speak to Steve Sports Nash or whatever the hell his name was.
Steve Sports' Nash Club.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit. Well then I'm just gonna narrate a bit while I find some of that ancient fucking music. So you guys are walking and you're walking a bunch and you're kind of like walking as you're going.
Can people still seem calm? How does the town feel?
Yeah. So the town actually feels pretty normal. There are people basically going about their life. Since it's a mining town, there's not many people around during the daytime. They're usually out working the actual mines. There's a couple of people left in town who run the businesses or are managers or whatever. So every now and then there's people walking down the streets and they seem more or less fine. I guess if you were to talk to anybody at some point, they would talk about how, you know, it's awful what happened to the Nash Club and it's been kind of scary. And then there was the attack showed up in town on the outside of town, and they arrested someone from Marshall's garage kind of thing, and they're not really sure. You know, they're just kind of like people are aware that spooky things are going on, but no one seems to be super upset about it or distracted about it. And the town is more or less the way it always has been. And as you're walking down the streets of course are dirty, not paved at all, and the sidewalks are really rough. They're sometimes just planks thrown in the dirt, sometimes they're just kind of like stone paths. It's nothing really to write home about. Mining towns are super temporary, so they're thrown up in a big hurry and they're abandoned as soon as the mines dry up. So nothing here is very permanent. Nothing here has a whole lot of care put into it, except for, I guess, the Nash Club used to be pretty well taken care of until, unfortunately, it exploded with monsters and burned to the ground. And when you guys get to the Nash Club, you see that it's in the process of being put back together. There's maybe 2 people outside trying to hang the fucking neon blue and orange Nash Club sign up on top, and it only says like Sta Orts, and you can see Steve out there with his short biking shorts, and he's kind of like pointing at where he wants the sign to go, and he's kind of yelling at the people, and it's not operable. It's not operable, but it is being built.
Hey, Steve!
Oh, hey guys, yeah, what's up?
Steve!
Yeah. Go. I don't know your name, guy. Little man. Yeah.
Steve!
No, you're.
Hey! Hey!
Don't yell at me from like 2 blocks away. Like, we can't carry on a conversation when you're that far away. Come on now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait till I'm closer.
Okay. Boy, looks weird when he really starts moving those weird stumpy little legs. Hey guys, take a look at this. Oh, that's disconcerting. Man, somebody should carry him. He looks so weird, running with his weird little legs.
I start loading my pistol.
Oh, hey there, man. I never got your name. What's your name?
Galdrick.
Oh, that's a weird name.
Yeah, okay.
Well, what can I do for you, Mr. Gall? What was it?
Well, that's
Golderic?
very rude.
Like
That's very
Eric?
rude. Not remembering my name. Wow.
Gall-
Unbelievable. Okay.
Y'all,
Oh,
Eric?
That's all right. That's.
You mind if I just call you Rick? Rick's a cool name. All right, Rick, what you got?
I get out my pistol.
All right. Hold on. We're cool.
All right, listen. I'm gonna need a bit of information from you, buddy.
All right. I'm not usually in the business of just kind of handing out information. What you got for me?
I cocked the pistol.
Okay. All right. Maybe. Well, I don't think you should shoot me in the middle of the open street. That seems like a bad idea.
You see this right here? This is the sheriff. You know Kirby.
Oh yeah, hi. I guess I came too, didn't I? Hi, Steve. I guess this guy's just got a loaded pistol pointed at you, and I'm okay with that. Hey, Mr. Galdrick, maybe you could put your gun away, and we don't shoot people. Yeah.
The sheriff's perfectly okay if I shoot you right here.
Well, I'm not really okay with it. I'd rather maybe I can't be here for this.
Okay. No, don't. You stay right there. Okay, listen.
Yeah.
I'm looking for information on the Yo-Yo Boys.
Oh. Well, that's kind of sensitive information.
Okay, well, let me give you some sensitive information, okay?
Okay.
I am assuming you bought some of this yo-yo spice from them. I like to open my eyes real big when I say that.
No, Mr. Galdrick. I would never purchase illegal spice from the Yo-Yo Boys.
Oh, hey, Kirby, look at this over. Take a walk with me. Look at this thing over here. Look at that. Have you seen this shop before? And I walk with Kirby away from the conversation.
Yeah, he is more than happy to leave the situation. Does not want to be here for whatever's about to happen.
I love the sheriff so much.
He's terribly ineffective, but he's very nice.
I say, listen, that spice you bought from the Yo-Yo Boys, we tracked down some information, and it turns out that spice is actually what turned your guys into those monstrosities.
Slump is just smiling this whole time.
Wait, but I've been buying spice from them for so long.
Yeah, which is why I need some information from you. Did they do anything different this time around? Did they tell you to add it to a specific item? Did they give you a different ingredient to add in with it? We think it might be a catalyst.
No, I usually just put that shit in the Nash. It drives people, they just love that shit. They come back. Nash tastes awful. Have you ever tried that stuff?
I don't even know what the hell Nash is.
It tastes like tar and literal ass. I don't know why people chew on it. I guess out of hatred or something. But I sprinkle a little bit of that their spice in there, like the star spice. Sprinkle a little bit of that in there. Oh, they come back every day. So I was just putting it all in the Nash.
So did anything change with your Nash?
No, nothing changed with the Nash. I mean, they started kind of, not bringing as much as I bought a couple different spices. Not everyone was paying top dollar for all that star spice.
Right.
But eventually they started bringing less and less of the other stuff, and it was basically just star spice.
Interesting. So wait, they used to give you more spices.
Yeah, they gave me some other spices, but past a little while, the only thing they were selling me was star spice by the end.
So wait a minute, when you say them, you're talking about the Yo-Yo Boys, right?
Yeah, Yo-Yo Boys.
Did you ever bring those spices to, did people buy those spices to have at mining parties after people work in the mines and they have a little barbecue?
I mean, some friends, every now and then they want a little bit extra for their get-togethers, make their parties a little bit more attractive. I was just helping a friend out.
Okay.
I just gave him a little. Yeah, sure. I gave him a little star spice here and there. Make the burgers taste good. It's just spice. It's not even a bad thing. It doesn't do anything. Do you guys know why stars? Do you guys know why spice is illegal?
Yeah. I kind of head point towards Slump.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's because it crashes the economy.
What?
Yeah, it crashes the economy.
How does it crash the economy?
It's too expensive. It undervalues everything else, and it throws everything completely out of whack. I mean, some planets it's not illegal at all. Like Star Spice is only illegal some places. It's only illegal here because of the economy. That's it. It's just it just tastes good, man.
That's no.
That's all.
No.
It just tastes good. It's not even a bad thing. Hell yeah, I gave that to some of the miners for their parties. Makes their burgers not taste like shit. You ever had a miner try to cook for you? Tastes like ass and coal.
Okay.
So I'm giving a little bit of Star Spice to help him out. Makes the burgers taste good. Everybody has a good time.
I want to look at Jake and whisper, "How long until Slump is hungry?"
Next day, probably.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So wait. So let me get this straight. You were buying multiple spices from the Yo-Yo Boys,
Yeah.
and only one of them was illegal.
Well, a couple of them were illegal, but you know, some of them were just cheap. Like they're kind of low. Star Spice is probably the highest little crime that I was getting into.
So maybe I kind of like look at Jake and I say, maybe it's not the catalyst. Maybe it's a poison, and when it's the only spice, it turns into. And I point at Slump again.
Like, I don't know, man. I'm not a goddamn chemist, my dude.
Like, imagine if you're eating a poison and the antidote at the same time. Nothing would really happen. You'd be fine for the most part. It's very loose, but you know what I mean. And imagine if now you're only taking the poison.
Well, I mean, didn't he just say there was other planets where it's not illegal?
Are there other planets where it's not illegal?
I mean, I don't know. There's got to be. It's just an economy thing.
I don't know. The keeper put me on this trail, so I'm gonna hunt it down to the end of the earth.
Well, all right. Listen, I've got a little bit left. Do you want some? To do whatever you want. Kirby's gone with Lou.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll take it.
All right, sure. I mean, hell, this stuff's. Can you give me some credits for it or something? This shit's expensive.
Yeah, totally. How
Slump
much?
says,
Yeah, sure.
and cracks his knuckles, all fucking 4 pairs of them.
Oh, hey, you got more arms since I last saw you. That's terrifying. Wow. You guys really picked the scariest member and you just doubled down on it, didn't you? All right, sounds good. Well,
You should see what his piss is acid now too.
why would you do that? Does he
Why
piss
wouldn't
on
you?
people
It
often?
hurts so bad every time I pee. It hurts so bad.
We could fix it if we wanted to, but we don't.
It feels like
We
it just
take 2
makes him
pills
mad.
and he'd be fine.
All right, sure, whatever. I'll give you. Sure, okay. On the house, I guess, for saving me from those things, those science experiments or whatever Kirby called them.
Thanks.
But you did also burn down my place, so maybe you can pay for the place.
You seem like you're doing fine.
Yeah, well, we'll get you back. We'll get you back.
Yeah,
All right.
I owe you.
All
Yeah,
right,
well,
all right.
I get you back.
All right, you owe me. All right, here you go. And he hands over like a little, like maybe golf ball sized bag of spice.
Okay. Oh, by the way, little bit of you know what can we give you? A little bit of information.
Yeah,
Keep it amongst yourself.
you got
The
it.
whole planet might explode within like the next week, which is what we're trying to stop.
So I should leave.
No, because it's being blockaded, and any vessels leaving the planet are immediately blown up.
Okay, so I can't leave, and the planet's gonna blow up.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. So if
Yeah,
if you have that girl that you've never confessed your love to,
Yeah.
now's
Start
the time.
confessing.
Yeah.
Oh, well. All right. Thanks for the information. I guess I'll.
Yeah, don't share it. You're the only one that knows. So if there's mass hysteria, we'll just kill you. Okay. Bye.
Don't be scared though, Mr. Mash. Just think, if we put all the brightest minds together and the best thinkers, we're all still probably gonna die.
That
Yep.
sounds terrible. Are you guys gonna stop that?
Probably not.
Oh.
Yeah, of course we will.
Yeah, oh yeah, yes.
Oh.
You'll be fine.
Well, I guess I believe you. right, guys, you can stop working on the club. I don't think you're gonna be done in time for the apocalypse.
Don't. What the fuck did I just say?
I
Not
was
to tell anybody.
Just kidding, guys. Keep working or whatever.
Tell them to get back to work. It's
Okay.
fine, Mr. Mash.
Yeah, get back to work, guys. I'm just gonna leave for no reason. Bye.
I think. Okay. All right. We fucked up there.
Lou walks
at
back
Jake.
up.
I look at
What's
Jake.
wrong
That
with
one.
Steve? He looks sad.
That one's on me.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a pretty liberal use of we.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. You guys have a small golf ball sized bag of Star Spice. And then Lou and Kirby walk up. Kirby's like, "Oh man, what's that?
You still have it out? Oh no.
Oh man, Goldrick, what are you holding?"
Nice. We're gonna get high.
No, did you Slump, Mr. Slump, that's not what Spice does. And Mr. Goldrick, did you
It's oregano. Don't worry about it.
Space oregano.
All right, well, I
It's
guess
drugs.
I get Damn,
It's
Mr.
illegal drugs.
Well, I gotta arrest you.
No, you
Dealing
don't.
with drugs.
No, you don't. Is there any homeless man around me?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a homeless guy sitting on the street, banging a couple pots. Hey, I'm homeless. I'm homeless, and I got
wanna
these
go-
pots.
I want to go over to the homeless man.
Oh,
wanna
I'm
be like-
homeless.
Hi. Okay, that's perfect.
It's my name.
All right, listen. Would you? I kind of lean in real close. Would you like some space spice
No, I can't afford that. I got nothing.
on the house?
Yeah, I would love some spice.
All right, this is gonna sound a little naughty, but stick out your tongue, and I want to like get out just like a little. I want to get out. I want to get out like a little pinch of it.
Yeah.
Okay, and I just want to put a little pinch on his tongue.
This is dark.
That tastes so good.
Experimenting on homeless people? What do you mean?
Yes,
Real
I
bad.
Yes, I am. I 100% am. And I just take a step back and I just like go back to conversation with the group. I want to see if anything happens with the guy.
Yep.
There you go. Enjoy your spice.
All right, thanks. That tastes so good. Hey, you got some more?
Oh no.
You got any more of that? It tastes pretty good.
The first, only the first one's free.
All right, what if I kill you and take the rest though?
Oh, no.
I feel like I should
li-
kill you and take all the rest that you got.
I like snap one finger like summoning Slump.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as soon as he does it, Slump's arms like rip out of his body, and like he's going Hulk mode, all of his muscles like strain with the skin like breaking, and he like so mad, just veins popping out of his neck, his whole face is turning beet red, and he slams down his all four of his fists into the ground directly in front of Galdrick, looking at this homeless guy, and goes,
What's wrong, Mr. Teeny Tot?
he has no idea what he called him. He has no clue.
What's wrong?
This guy said he wanted to kill me.
But before even waiting for another fucking word to come out of Teeny Tot's mouth, Slump is gonna grab this guy's legs, like down by the ankles, and by pushing so hard with his thumbs, snap both of his shins.
What's happening?
Yeah, his legs just snap and he goes, "Oh God! Oh, but I still really want that spice. Oh, I'm gonna kill you and take that spice from your dead body."
This is so bad.
He's so excited.
And he
He really wants to kill you.
he like starts grabbing onto you, Slump. He's like, "I'm gonna tear you down, you overgrown monkey, and I'm gonna tear the spice from your dead friend's dead body."
As he's like grasping, like to grab a hold of Slump, Slump is sort of like leaning away from him a little bit pensively.
Yeah.
With one gigantic meat hand, totally oblivious to the fact that he just snapped the dude's shins, pats him on the head, and says,
Slump like this doggy.
Yeah.
Just a little more.
Do I notice his like intense aggressive change?
Yes.
I kind of like okay, I like put up a finger. I'm like, all right, hold on, Slump. Little
Okay.
more. And
Okay.
and stick out your tongue.
Yeah.
And I'll put the same amount, just a little more.
Oh man, that stuff is so good.
I'm just like quietly standing off to the side recording on my hack check.
He's just holding her face in horror.
Oh damn, that shit's so fucking good. You got any more? I feel like I could just tear your head off and drink this from your blood.
Hey, Kirby, do you know what this guy is? He always like this?
No, that's homeless pot man. He just sits there banging his pots all day.
This is real bad and weird.
Yeah, you guys are like feeding drugs to this homeless man and he's going crazy. I feel like I need to arrest literally all of you for doing this.
Like Kirby, I sure wish I didn't bring you further into this. I'm sorry.
There's the drug dealing, there's the drug distributing, there's the kill, there's you broke the man's legs, there's like assault, and I feel like I need to put you guys away forever.
As this whole discussion is happening in the background, all you can hear is when you turn around, Slump, with one of his hands firmly but not enough to injure the guy, has grabbed the homeless dude by the back of his hair to like hold his head still, and then is like rhythmically will like put his finger in the guy's mouth until he crazily bites it, and then, like the Charlie bit my finger kid goes, ooh, ow, and then pulls his finger back out. And then he's looking at the rest of the party like, huh?
And then one time you stick your finger in his mouth and he bites your entire hand off.
My hand off?
The whole hand off as his body explodes. And you have a horrific, twisted monstrosity of a slump monster attempting to bury its arm full of bone shards into your face.
Ooh.
And
all right, well,
yeah, you take 3 harm from the monster biting your hand off.
Okay.
Oh shit! We just did science, y'all.
I want to roll to dominate mind.
Nice.
As he does that, I want to shout to Steve Nash, which I assume is still within earshot.
Yeah.
Yeah! Hey, Steve!
What?
I'll just point to the slump monster. Don't fuck with that shit!
Holy fuck, that's terrifying!
Yeah! Are you in a cave?
No, I was just standing real close to don't worry about it.
Okay!
Open well.
There's this open well next to me and it was amplifying my voice when I stood right next to it. It's like a Doppler effect.
That's cool. All right.
Okay, good talk. Yeah, and there is a big, very angry slump monster trying to eat the rest of Slump.
Okay. So I want to roll to dominate mind.
Yes. I believe that's plus weird or something.
Yeah. Oh.
Yep.
I wanted to bite one of his fucking hands off.
A hand for a hand makes the whole world handy. Hand.
That'll work because you have more hands than he does.
Yeah, exactly. If we're gonna go back and forth like this, I'll win.
All right, he bites a hand off.
Okay. That was sort of the extent of Slump's planning. Sort of satisfied now, still sort of upset, but doesn't really know what else he can do. So he's just sort of looking sort of satisfied, but at the same time kind of dissatisfied.
I think from that, like, so he bites off the hand and there's just like gore and blood, and not a lot of blood though, honestly, like less blood than you'd think in this giant spiked meat bag. And then where that bone, the wrist bone and the other weird bones that are in there and the arm bit where his hand was, they all kind of shoot out like a giant bone spear and impale you through the chest for 3 more harm.
Oh my god, okay.
Oh my god, you've taken 3 more harm. I will actually I want you very quickly. Dang, you've taken 6. I will use, you know what? I'm just gonna get the med gel that I took out of the I use one of my med gels. And I'll immediately start, like, because I'm like, I assume Slump is still like, hovering over me.
Yeah, he's pretty close. I mean, he's kind of on the ground as this thing kind of like, I think it was like he was being held up, and I think just so top heavy, it kind of all fell down. And so the thing's kind of on top of Slump a bit.
Yeah. I will 100% use a med gel on Slump then.
Okay. You just take out one of those med gels and you kind of squirt it. Where do you want to squirt it?
Where his lacerations are, I would say, right in the chest.
Okay. Yep.
Oh God, Slump! I got you, buddy. I got you. You're okay. You're okay. I look at Lou and Jake. You guys gonna plan on fucking doing something? Hey Kirby, is it all right if we fucking finish this?
Yeah, all right, you can do something.
He's gonna kill Slump!
All right, do something. Don't kill my Slump. I'll leave the campaign.
Still recording.
Lou, go ahead and take a turn.
Lou goes, okay, and she summons her little buddy, her golden buddy, Lou 3.
Lou 3, yep.
Of the third, Lou the third.
Lou the third, yep.
And just like tries to shoot a frost bolt. Just let's keep it,
Yeah, absolutely.
light. So I'm gonna use the big whammy then to
Yep.
use weird instead of tough. And I have 2 weird. Ooh. That's really kicks some ass, but it's 7+. Okay.
Okay, awesome. So you'll take some damage as I think you envision this, like you're just panicking and you're like, all right, whatever, like what's magic? And you think of Frostbolt. And I think as you click your goggles to gold to take a look at Gold Buddy, as soon as you look, they've got like this giant floppy wizard hat on that's covering their like most of their eyes.
Yeah.
And there's just this big dumb smile on their face. And they're holding this big fat like wizard's wand with a blue crystal on the end. And they start doing like they twirl the wand around and then they spin around. And then they like take kind of like a baseball swing with this wand. And as they take the swing, this giant frostbolt just comes flying out. And the rest of you just kind of see this frostbolt materialize. It's like a very large snowball made of pure ice hurling at incredible speed. And it just, how much damage? I think it's 3 damage.
Oh, is that
I believe it's 3 damage. We don't need to, if it's 3 or 4 or whatever, it doesn't matter.
It's 2.
Okay, we're gonna call it
2
3.
plus. Oh, great.
It doesn't matter. I don't really care about the 1 damage difference is not a big deal. So it does 3 damage, and as this like bolt of ice just slams into the slump monster's head and caves in part of the skull.
Oh.
And from that caved in part of the skull, like shards of bone start shooting out. And Lou, you actually take 2 harm from an explosion of bone shards coming out of its head in your direction.
Oh God, I hope these aren't contaminated.
Did we heal up?
Yes, you did. You all healed up. Yeah.
Cool. You said 2 harm.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, thank you.
And Jake, it is your turn if you'd like to do something.
So I'm still kind of recording, but then as soon as I see this like frostbolt whiz by, I'll be like, ah, and just stick it in my pocket. And it's like on Slump.
Yeah, it is like it's got 1 bony spear impaling Slump through the shoulder, and a caved-in skull shooting bone shards at Lou.
Gross. Okay. I'm gonna go back to an old classic, I guess, and see if I can either like freeze it in place or contain it like I did this spider.
Okay, containing would be very difficult because right now there's kind of a continuous connection between it and Slump via the arms bone spear. But you could freeze it in place, like a stasis or an actual frost thing.
Yeah, I'm looking through the use magics.
We can just call it like a stasis.
Yeah. Trap a specific person or monster. They cannot move. Yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah. Okay. Roll to use magic plus super wizard and all your juice. I mean, it can't fail. Just how awesome is it? It's pretty fucking awesome. So I think as that caved in part of his head starts to shoot bone spikes, you see those bone shards start to they stop shooting out and they start just kind of growing out of the side of its head as it kind of grows a second mouth lined with bone shards. And then it kind of leans down and it looks like it's going to take Slump's face off with this new bone mouth. And just as it's opening wide, its whole body kind of seizes up. And I'm going to call this basically like a 1-turn freeze. So you guys can all kind of take actions with no retaliation. So I guess we'll go back to Slump. It's your turn. This thing was just about to peel your face off with its bone mouth. And then it stopped.
Am I wearing like a backpack or a satchel, or does the item somehow collapse that makes my door bangers available, at combat readiness notice?
Yeah, I'll say you've got like a bunch of like military. They're not military pants. They're like mining pants with big ass pockets in them, kind of thing.
Okay.
And so you've got all your door bangers in those.
Okay, I want to basically take out the door banger.
Yeah.
Put it on one of my fists.
Yeah.
Use the other arms to hold him still.
Yeah.
And say, so my non bitten off hand.
Yeah.
And say,
Oh, Mr. Slumpy Dog like to nibble, huh? Take a bite out of this.
and put on the door banger and just with as much force as he can.
Yep.
Drive it into the slump monster's fucking head.
All right. Roll to kick some ass. Plus an extra 1 and roll it twice.
Okay, and is that plus weird? I forget.
I think for some reason it was. I don't know. You took some weird fucking monstrous thing that made it plus weird. I think you basically roll plus weird for everything unless you're trying to figure something out.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. So you do what? I believe you do 5 harm and you leech 2 life when you use your hands.
Correct.
Yeah. So you this thing it's got you pinned to the ground and it's looking like it wants to take another big old bite of Slump, and then it freezes and you take this time to reach down. I'm going to say that it bit off one of your mushroom hands so that it can kind of grow back.
Okay.
And you kind of reach down with one of your other mushroom hands. You grab the door banger out of your big side pocket. You throw it on one of your good hands. You hold this monster with your other hand, and I think you just wind up and you punch this thing. You were punching it in the head?
Yeah, like right into the center of all the bone shards and nastiness.
Exactly.
The door banger will cover my...
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think like your hand comes in and kind of in... I love to think of Slump's hits kind of in slow motion.
Yep.
And this door banger covered fist starts coming into this bony, shardy, disgusting new mouth. And these bones are so tough that you kind of see the bones scraping off the metal. They're not really folding in. They're weirdly resilient as they start just scraping along the metal. And the door banger just goes straight into the mouth to kind of the squishy stuff at the back.
Okay.
And it impacts, and there's this like dull thud as your fist just kind of crushes whatever's in there. And then the door banger extends. And everyone watches kind of the back of this thing's head kind of punch out a bit.
Oh God.
As there is this disgusting crunch as you kind of you give it a brand new lump on its head, and it almost looks like it's got 2 heads now. And it looks real fucked up. You heal 2 harm for your vampiric stuff, and this thing it looks bad. I mean, it's frozen in place, but it doesn't look like it has much left to survive with, so it looks pretty fucking rough. Galdrick, it's your turn again.
You know what? I'm just take a look at my harm. Okay, I'm just going to take a trident.
Oh yeah.
and I'm going to wiggle Trident, and I want Trident to turn into a blade,
Oh, hell yeah.
and I want to try to slice this motherfucker in two.
Oh, all right. All right. Roll to kick some ass.
All right, I can do that. Yeah. Ha! Yeah. Fuck!
It's okay. It's still a success. It's still a success. 7 is a mixed success. And luckily, because it was frozen, it cannot retaliate. So you will not take any harm in return.
Bless.
And you do how much damage? I think you do 3 damages. I think most of you guys just do 3 damage. I think Jake does 4 and Slump does 5.
Yeah.
It's always 2 damage, but it always counts as a weakness to the monster. So I don't know. What that
Okay.
means.
Okay. We'll call that 3 damage. I mean, basically, it's like this thing was real fucked up. This is a killing blow. So I think, I mean, like, how do you want to cut him? How do you want to cut him in half?
Diagonally.
Diagonally, like shoulder to hip kind of thing?
Yep.
Oh, God.
I want a samurai stance, this full power swing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's totally frozen. You saw Slump punch its head in, and you can kind of see that, Jake's turn is coming up in the meta, but the stasis on this thing is starting to fail, and it wants a bite of Slump. Its eyes starting to roll in its head as it's locking on with Slump. It's starting to move ever so slowly as the stasis falls, and then just as it starts to gain its movement, there's just the flash of a blade. And suddenly the Slump, you feel something kind of heavy fall on your balls.
Okay.
As the diagonal bottom half of this thing becomes detached.
Okay.
And falls into your like lower lap. And the top half of it just kind of goes totally limp and kind of oozes all over you. It's still fucking through your shoulder.
Yep.
So it's not going anywhere, but it's suddenly dead weight on top of you.
Okay. Oh, as this thing falls in half, I want Slump to remove his door banger from the pile of mush, and slowly his eyes go like cross-eyed as he's staring at the door banger, and then looks at the rest of the party and goes, "Ha ha!" He thinks he somehow exploded the thing down with a very neat cut.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then so was Steve Nash standing nearby when this happened?
Yeah, he's like a block away, and he's just like standing there in absolute horror.
Okay, well,
Steve Sports.
As he's watching in this abject horror, I want Slump to like the veins pop out of his neck again, as you can see that he's straining and putting all of his energy into growing back his fucking his fucking have you seen Deadpool? You know when he got the tiny little baby legs?
Yep.
Slump is straining really hard to get his hand to regrow. So it grows into this. You just hear him groaning. He just says, until his tiny little hand appears like. But all the while he's making unbroken eye contact with Steve Sports.
I think Steve goes fucking white as a sheet and kind of like falls to his knees. And he's like, what the hell is going on? Well,
Oh, that's gross, but also useful.
Huh. Man. It was almost like a slumpy dog, except real gross.
That was a bad one.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know that does that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty useful information, I think.
Hey, Steve.
Don't know that.
yeah.
How much of this shit you sell?
I mean, everything in the club, and then a little bit to some other friends.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, they're probably dead, aren't they?
Well, I don't know about dead.
And Slump points back at the monster.
I guess they're science
Living a different-
experiments.
They're living a different style now. Steve.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Steve, why did you never have any of your own product?
No, that stuff's disgusting.
What?
The Nash. That stuff's disgusting. Also, it's expensive as hell.
No, the spice.
Yeah, put that in the Nash. I never tried that stuff.
Hey, do you like cilantro or grapefruits or Brussels sprouts?
No, they're all disgusting.
Maybe it's like a super taster thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I
don't know
figured
what-
this part out, so I kind of like chucked the bag to Lou.
Ooh.
Hey, I figured that part out. You're up next.
I'll hold on to it. So we know. Nope. I don't know what to do with this, you guys.
You
I
guys,
mean, what's left?
you guys should find the Yo-Yo Boys. If they're dealing that stuff's fucking awful.
That's true. Where did
Yeah.
you meet up with them? How did you set up a meeting?
They just showed up at the at the Nash Club all the time. Every now and then they'd show up. I'd buy some.
At a regular interval?
Yeah, for a while, but they haven't been back for a while now.
Can you have any way? Do you have any way of contacting them? Do you know where their hangout is?
Well, the hack jacks don't work. So I can't contact them.
Ours do.
Oh, no, I don't know where they live.
But do you have a contact number for them? Like, how did you get in contact before? You just didn't. They just showed up.
Yeah, no, they just showed up.
Kirby, do you have any information? I'm sure you have like a crimes division, right?
Yeah, we got like a. Also, I'm definitely gonna have to arrest you all because that was just awful what you did to that man. And then with the spice, like you're all definitely under arrest.
Yeah,
you got
100% over arrest.
super under
Turn
arrest.
around, put
Yeah.
your hands behind your head.
No, that's not gonna work on me,
Turn
Galdrick.
around,
I'm
put
too
your
clever.
turn around and put your
Galdrick,
arms.
I'm gonna ask you.
behind-
I'm gonna ask you to put these handcuffs on yourself.
I
Don't
thank
make
you.
me-
I take the handcuffs and
There.
I grab one of his wrists.
Don't
and I just
do that. Don't
click
do
onto
it.
his- okay.
Now look what you've done. Now look what.
Okay.
Now you've ruined. Those are my only pair. Now I can't even use them. Look what you've done, Galdrick.
Why?
You've ruined my because now they're on me.
Okay.
What am I gonna do now?
and I
Now how am I
take-
supposed to arrest anyone?
I take his other hand and I handcuff his other hand.
No, well, okay. Now you see the
Yeah,
situation
you're
that
under
we're
arrest. All right.
in. Don't you do this, Galdrick.
For
Don't
the
you do this to me.
distribution
Slump,
and
slump.
solicitation of drugs.
Slump walks up thinking that he understands what's going on and says, "Cops and robbers," and just snaps the handcuffs like the link. He goes,
I broke you out of jail.
Yeah, well, thanks, Slump. But now I really
you're
don't
criminal.
have. Okay, well,
What?
I'm going to ask you guys to escort yourselves to the prison because on account of all the laws that you broke. But on the way to the prison, you're going to jail, Galdrick, Mr. Galdrick, Mr. Slump,
What?
Jake, and Lou. You're all going to jail. So,
You're going to jail.
well, I'm going to jail to take you there.
No.
Maybe we were acting on behalf of the deputy of the Farwater. We're law.
Yeah, we're
Does that help?
deputies as well. You remember that, right?
Okay, yeah, but you also definitely did buy drugs and then distribute drugs and then kill someone.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
In order to buy drugs, you have to pay for it. I didn't pay for that.
Well,
One down.
but there were still all the other things. So you're going to
And
jail.
I didn't sell drugs because last I checked, I didn't charge him anything.
Okay.
Kirby, I think it's time we brought you in on this. This was an undercover sting operation.
We're
I'd
trying
like to thank you for your cooperation.
I fixed my time.
a sting on homeless pots.
We got him.
What? I didn't.
He's
I had.
yeah.
I had no idea that he was such a bad person.
Did you
He's
see
actually-
him eat Slump's hand?
He did eat Slump's hand.
Yeah.
Was it?
You know why he did that?
Why?
It's a spice deal.
Spice deal.
I had no idea. That was going on in
boys.
Quentin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And homeless pots. I saw him every day. I thought he was just another
Nope.
crazy homeless pots
Nope.
man.
Nope. You know what else he liked to murder kittens.
No.
Yeah.
Is that where all the kittens were going?
Yeah.
Was he murdering them?
He was murdering them and then eating them.
When's the last time you saw a kitten, man?
It's
Yeah,
been a long
think about it.
time.
Think about it.
Uh-huh.
You mean
See?
how homeless pots was killing and eating? Was he cooking them in his pots?
There you go.
Now you get it.
That's why you have them
Licking.
always. Yeah.
Yep.
I never. Well, I guess thank you guys for taking care of that. I had no idea. I thought I was a real good law person.
Nope.
But
Nope.
no, I didn't even know.
Bad and dumb.
I was bad
you
and
killed
dumb.
the sheriff, which is
Uh-huh.
good. Which is good.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, actually, with us being deputies up at Farwater, we actually might need to ask you a few questions about that.
Well, I thought I was doing a good.
You did murder
You did
somebody.
murder
That's
somebody.
called a crime.
That's
I
a
mean,
crime.
I thought it was
That's a
doing.
crime.
You're gonna be in trouble now.
Yeah.
Don't get me in trouble. I thought I was protecting the. Oh no. Okay.
You know what? Just this once, I think I look at Slump. I think we can let this one slide.
Slump
you owe us.
supposes so.
You owe us.
I owe you. I owe you
us.
one. You just tell me what I can do. I had no idea you were in so deep. I thought. Well, I'm sorry for saying all those nasty things, because you're my friends, and I never wanted to hurt you. And I'm so glad that I don't have to arrest you anymore, and also glad that you're not going to arrest me.
Yeah. Well, you're good.
Is there anything else I should know?
Gotta look at Slump.
Oh, what?
Should we tell him? That is grandma.
What? What's up with Mom Mop?
Mama.
Mama.
Mom Mop.
Mom Op realized she had such a stupid nickname she didn't want to be alive anymore. So that's it for Mom Op.
What happened
Say
to Mom
goodbye.
Mop?
Mom Op dead. Died of shame, actually.
No, Mom Mop. She
Mom
was
Mop
my
gone
other
forever.
friend.
Now you have no one.
I need a hug.
No.
I need a hug. I need somebody to hug me.
That's embarrassing right there. Oh well. Well, in any case,
He just stands
Okay.
there, just bawling, blubbering, and his arms are open looking for a hug.
Everyone's
want-
just standing around looking at each
I
other.
want to
Pull
pretend
my
like
hat
I
check
suddenly
back out of my
like,
pocket.
I want to roll to dominate mine.
Oh no! Yeah, all right, roll it up. Yeah.
Kirby shits his pants.
I thought you were gonna like make him. I mean, I don't know why I did. This is the worst.
All right, Kirby stands there bawling in the middle of the street with his arms open, blubbering away, and then just
Diarrhea. It's a diarrhea
fucking
squirt too.
sure it shits all over his pants, and it runs down out the bottom and gets his shoes all gross.
Lou had been walking up to give him a hug and then goes,
Awesome.
Oh,
poor Kirby.
all right.
Fuck him.
Jeez.
All right, what's up next, guys?
well, we need to find a way to get the Yo-Yo Boys because we need to see if how much they've distributed, what they distributed. Like, it seems like we got to follow this drug trail.
Yeah, try and cut it off.
Yeah. Hey, Steve. Like, where'd you guys meet? Did they drop it off to you? Was it like set days? Like, help us out here.
Yeah, they just came like every whatever X days, and they came by. But they haven't been by in a couple weeks. And
Hey, why does that so weird?
I'm like really far away. I'm super far away. Can
Oh, right, yeah, totally.
you
Yep.
tell how far away? I'm standing next to that weird well again.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, so they just came by and they haven't been by in a while. That's about it.
Did you see the direction they came from when they did come?
Yeah, they usually came from the east.
Where's Elton? North?
Eldon's over on the east.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what'd you do to Omu's pots?
He had to leave.
Slump turned his head into strawberry ice cream.
That's gross.
Yeah, it was pretty gross.
Gross, man.
It was pretty gross.
Hey,
Pretty
can I
bad.
go?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Yep. Okay, so great. I'll just stand here until I guess you need me.
Yeah, until you're dismissed. Thank you.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, can I go give Kirby a hug? You look so sad. Okay.
No.
Yeah, please, no.
Okay.
Say something mean to him.
I don't. He
Don't
looks so
do it.
sad.
Say it.
Kirby, you're the dumbest cop I've ever seen because you never caught me and I did a bunch of illegal shit, you idiot.
I kind of like jump back around like the corner because I'd yell at my cat for a second. I come back around. What the fuck?
You told me to say something mean at him.
Why are you back in the well?
No, there's no well. There's no well. I'm just really far away or something. I don't know. Just don't worry about it.
Okay, all right, okay, that's my bad, I guess. Kirby!
I don't know why I did that. I just want a hug. I'm so sad about everything. And then Steve said something real mean.
Don't worry. You know what? I know exactly who can cheer you up.
Who can cheer me up?
Oh.
I get out my trident and I slam my staff down twice to summon.
Someone call for me?
Just right away.
Yep.
Someone need a special delivery, huh?
Yeah. That's Kirby right over there. He's having a rough day. Could you go cheer him up?
He have a bad day? Oh my god. If my
He's a
hands
good
were that
guy.
small,
He's a
I would have a
really
bad
good
day
guy.
too.
Yeah,
Oh
he's a
my
really-
god.
They're pretty
It's like
normal sized if you think
Oh
about
my
it.
god. He's so small. Bill is only the size of a guy to Noman. He has bigger hands.
No, man.
Weird. It's a yucky.
It's
You got a yucky
proportional.
little hand.
They're
Gross.
proportional. It may.
Ew. Got a big yucky hand. Yuck.
Well, why is he so mean, Mr.
I
Vietnam?
told you to cheer him up. Did
Mr.
you just call me
Could-
Mr. Ven?
No, it's called Mr. Vietnamese guy. You want to come give me a hug?
Do I have to? Do I have to give the hug?
Yeah, you have to get
But he's so.
You can hear sort of a warm squelch as Milton hugs one of his shit-soaked pant legs.
Yuck, I don't like it.
He's kind of
You like
nice.
He is nice, isn't he?
You weird-looking anthropomorphic baby.
He says so many mean things too, though.
You like
Yeah,
this,
but-
you weirdo?
Yeah.
But the
He's
hug
kinda-
is
he's
kind of
ki-
nice.
Yeah,
You
he's
like
kind of
it?
he's like that really mean aunt that says really mean things, but it's all out of love.
Why
Okay.
don't you go to Matrillion, huh? If you got something to do a poo-poo in your pant, you like somebody to hug you, you can get this at Matrillion.
No, I
You know
guess
people do that.
I
Pay the
guess-
money, okay?
I gotta stay here, take care of the town. I gotta defend the people.
Do you like all the people give you a hug when you do a boom boom in your pants, huh?
I don't. It's not. I seem to only do that when Mr. Slump is here.
Ugh, yucky. This is so gross. What's wrong with you? You got a medical problem.
I think so, but it's also only when Slump is here.
Ugh, yucky. Can I stop hugging him now, please? He make me feel so uncomfortable.
Yeah, all right.
No, keep hugging. It feels
No
good.
more hug. No more
I
hug.
like the human contact. Nobody.
No more hug.
I want Bill to desperately look around for like some sort of sewer grate to throw himself through.
Yeah, there's the well that's right next to
Oh, yeah,
Steve Sports.
Yep, Bill just goes and tosses himself in head first.
I radio in once it's the butler. We're gonna need another Timmy.
I'm sorry. We need another Timmy.
It's a dinosaur's old TV, probably before your time. Never mind. Bill's gonna be back up there shortly. Put him back together, please.
He was just. You had him for like 5 minutes. Not even. It was
He's
like.
probably gonna be covered in feces as well.
What do you do to the bills that I sent you? All right, I'll just.
I shit on them because I don't believe in paying them.
All right. Well. That's.
I hang up.
All right.
boy.
All right.
So basically where we're at is that we're thinking we need to do a drug bust basically, or like we need to contact the Yo-Yo Boys to try to find out how they run their drugs.
That's what I think. I think
so.
knowledge is power at this point.
Yeah.
Are there any stray cats or dogs in the area?
Yeah, sure. There's a stray cat and a stray dog.
Okay,
Okay,
perfect.
don't be
Slump,
mean to them.
Slump says,
Well, the first thing we gotta do to fit in with the yo-yo dogs is get cool and hip and trendy.
and Slump bends down, picks up the cat, and fucking hurls it over his shoulder.
Oh. And the Kirby pulls out a pair of dice and rolls them and says, "Well, no big deal. that one's no big deal."
Oh,
Slump picks up the cat again, it having landed on its feet, totally uninjured,
Yeah.
and throws it over his shoulder again and looks at Kirby.
Rolls the dice. He's like, "Oh, sorry, Mr. Slump. You're going to jail. You're going to jail, Mr. Slump."
Slump picks up the cat, still totally unharmed, just slightly dazed,
Yeah.
and tosses it over his first shoulder again and looks at Kirby.
Rolls the dice. No, that one was fine. That one was
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yep, no, you're fine.
Okay.
In fact, you
Okay.
actually don't need to go to prison for the second one anymore.
Oh, okay, perfect. See, what do you guys think? Is Slump pretty trendy now, or what?
he
Huh?
looks pretty good.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know how it's related.
Well, Slump understands. So what next?
Fuck
We're-
if I know. I
Well,
once again
ask-
I once again look back at Kirby. Where the fuck can we find the Yo-Yo Boys?
Sometimes there's a couple hanging out at the Motherlode bar. Sometimes they come in from out of town.
That's right. Where was the last? When was the? Because we didn't kill both of those guys that first time, right?
You didn't kill either, actually.
We didn't kill either of those guys, and didn't we see them the other day?
You saw them.
And they freaked.
Yeah, you saw them 2 more times coming out of the Nash Club.
Oh, the Nash Club. We're already there.
I was gonna say, like, I want to basically, my idea was to go into the Nash Club. I mean, you said it's not operational, or did you say
That's
it is
right.
operational?
It's not operational since it got burned down. That's kind of you get the feeling that's maybe why they haven't come by, is because the
Okay.
Nash Club got burned down.
Okay. Now the mother lode. Have we been there before? Would we know where it is?
Yeah, it was actually one of the first places you guys ever kind of walked by. And so, yeah, you do know where it is. It's on the corner of a street. It's just a shitty little dive bar with a couple seats inside.
Okay. And sorry, it's on the way to where did you say?
It's just like in somewhere in town.
Okay,
It's
okay.
three streets up and 2 streets over.
Okay. Because what I want to do is, I want to go there and try to sort of fit in with the Yo-Yo Boys to like earn their trust, and then like, do the whole, hey, heard of any incoming shipments of fucking super illegal space dust?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Slip's idea.
Okay, yeah. So yeah,
Awesome.
the mother lode is definitely a place that you have seen the Yo-Yo Boys at
Well,
before.
Why don't we go to the mother doggy and see if we can talk to a yo-yo boy?
Okay, let's do it. Let's look tough but non-threatening, so they don't just bolt as soon as they see us.
Yeah.
So you gotta just get the walk right? You gotta have a bit of
Yeah.
swagger, but not too much.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Swagger.
It starts like limping
Slump
in the direction of the.
Slump starts walking like a robot, like sticking his arms and legs straight out. No idea what swagger means.
Okay. What do you think, Mr. Teeny Tot? Jorp?
I fix my tie and I say, I already have all the swag.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck that means. Didn't we kill 2 of them dudes?
Nah, they were just nervous. They were fine.
Yeah,
Alright,
they're
I mean-
fine.
I just want to make sure, like, we don't have our portraits on like a piece of paper, and they're like, kill these folks. You know.
Oh.
Well, should we get some disguises?
I can give us melted faces.
Hey, melty faces. Well,
That'll
Slump's
up the
willing to wear
intimidation
one.
factor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Slump's willing to wear
Okay.
melty face. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's make
sure.
some of those then.
Okay.
Sure, let's do it. Let's do it. Sure, let's fucking melt my face, I guess.
Okay, you guys want melty faces or do you want to make actual disguises?
Well, I think because you can only make one disguise, right?
It can make like a disguise for everyone one time.
Maybe.
Well-
oh, yeah.
I think disguises are probably the better way to go. If
Do a
we're able to
full-
wear something that makes us look like the Yo-Yo Boy type without obviously wearing, the exact, accepted uniform of the Yo-Yo Boy. Like if we looked like sort of the rough and tumble, filthy Scrode or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
What exactly is the official uniform of the Yo-Yo Boys? Do they have
Leather.
Any,
They don't
Denim.
have they don't have like a specific uniform, but it's like leather and denim and crazy hair and the like shoulder spikes and knuckle spikes and torn jeans. Like think of the word scrode and what you think a person would look like that was a scrode,
Okay.
that's what they look like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I
So
the
what
only
I wanna-
person that doesn't know what the fuck scrode is?
Probably
He's
most of the
pretty-
people here don't.
Yeah.
Regional specific, yeah.
It was pretty,
Super regional specific.
Yep.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk into the sunglasses store, which is clearly right next to us.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Yeah, coincidental. And I'm gonna walk in, and I would like to purchase or steal. It doesn't fucking matter. The perfect, like, imagine if you will, take Galdrick. Okay, he's got a perfect suit. He's
Yeah.
got creepy ass eyes. He's got
Yeah.
a well maintained beard. It's very shapely.
Yeah.
right? I want to get those pitch black glasses
Yeah.
that make me make me go from looking creepy to I put those on and I suddenly look like a mafia boss.
Yeah. I know
The
exactly what
silent
you're fucking
type.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking- like I want to put those on and be like, now I've got the swag.
Like one of those guys who never looks at you when you're talking to them. They always kind of have their head turned sideways. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. No problem. You got those.
Yeah, I want to get those, and I just want to be like, yeah. When we meet them, they know not to fuck with me.
Yeah. It like on the side of the glasses, it says American Angel 97. And that's how you know just how fucking badass these glasses are. But it's like it's like engraved in it in such a way that it's like only when the light catches it a bit, you just get a flash of American Angel 97. 97. Exactly.
Yeah.
And you wanted to make some rough and tumble scrode looking masks so you all look like just
Filthy Scrodes.
the
Yeah.
fucking coolest guys ever.
Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Yep, no
I
problem.
still don't know what the fuck this is. I'm just gonna turn my hat around.
You nailed it.
You're on the right start.
Yeah.
Yep, you're on the right
Wait,
track.
where's Jake? I thought Jake was gonna come with us, but he's gone now. I don't know where he is.
There's
Wait,
just
what?
this yo-yo boy with us. Where did Jake
Exactly.
go?
Perfect disguise.
No, it's what?
Yeah, you can make some just kind of cool looking, because basically the guys that you saw, Jerry and Jerry, damn, I'm gonna have to, do we want their
Keep
actual
free.
names? Fuck,
A while ago.
it was a real long time ago.
Bjorn.
I had these notes on literal notepad.
Whoa.
Can I control find on a notepad?
You can copy it into a thing, but can
No,
Oh.
it's not there. Oh, that's because it's different. Okay, how about session 3 maybe? Oh, that looks good. Jerry and Tony. Those were their
Of course.
names.
of course it's Jerry and Tony.
Exactly. And the thing is, I actually mixed up their names. Like one of them called the other one Jerry, and then the other one called the other one Jerry, but then they also both referred to a Tony. So they're both named Jerry and or Tony. And when you first saw them, you fucking vanished one into thin air and then terrified the other one. And every other time that they saw you guys, saw your faces, they fucking bolted. So the disguises, I assume, are to make you guys look pretty considerably not like yourselves so that they don't fucking bolt. I mean, the silhouette of the giant guy, the tiny guy, the normal guy, and the normal girl, probably gonna get them a little bit spooked, but you know, you do look different.
Hopefully just enough to take us seriously, you know?
Yeah.
And like scare them in a, effective way.
Let's do a roll to see how good your outfits are. That's going to kind of gauge how they react, because their first reaction is going to be kind of to get spooked, and then you're going to try to act real fucking cool. So let's roll to manipulate someone. This will be how well you manipulate them into believing that you're yo-yo boy material upon first sight. This isn't going to be like when you go to talk to them. This is just going to be on site. How well is your on-site manipulation? So this is plus charm, except for slump, which is plus weird.
Does this feel like it's trying to stop the premonition? We're trying to stop the...
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Ooh,
Damn.
Plus charm.
Plus charm.
Yeah.
Except for me, it's plus weird.
That's right. Oh my god, you guys.
What did
Galdrick?
you say this was again? I'm sorry.
Plus charm. You're trying to manipulate
Plus
someone.
charm. Okay. Yeah, no problem. I got this.
Okay. So 3 of the 4 of you straight up failed.
That's right.
Maybe if someone didn't take fucking levels away from me!
Well, take an experience point.
Oh, hey, thanks.
So I think you end up making fucking masks that look like Lou. You put on a mask that looks like Jake. Jake, you put on a mask that looks like Galdrick. Galdrick, you put on a mask that looks like Slump, and Slump, you put on a mask that looks like Lou.
Okay.
So you all look like the exact same people, just like fucking face swapped in real life.
Okay.
But then Slump, you like I don't know, you fucking put on a cool ass leather jacket and you accidentally fucking find 4 yo-yos.
Okay.
Oh.
And so you feel like you could pass as pretty solid yo-yo boy material, but like as if what was it, Sloth?
Yep.
Yeah, like as if Sloth was wearing some trendy outfit with some yo-yos. It's like really off-putting, and was wearing a woman's face.
Okay.
But you have the long, greasy hair. Like the hair is fucking
Oh god.
greasy as fuck, and you put a hat on backwards, and it looks like a skater, surfer person where maybe they're cool.
Okay.
So you feel like you might be able to pass, but the rest of you look like weird face-swapped versions of each other, and none of you put on any denim or leather or anything. And Galdrick, you accidentally put the mask on top of the glasses.
Oh, god damn it.
So you just have like a weirdly deformed face. And
Well, I am wearing a slump face, so I think it works.
That's true. That's true. So 3 of you feel like you probably look more terrifying than before.
Oh, don't worry. I actually, check this out. I was looking for this. I actually, once upon a time, I did make this already. Hold on, I got you. Hold on, give me just 2 seconds. Just hold on a second.
What did you do? What is this?
I did this. Hold on, I gotta make a copy to it. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, then I gotta copy image. Okay, then I gotta go over here, and then I gotta image. Then I gotta parentheses.
He's making
What?
the whole thing up.
I know. What is going on?
Address. Okay, then I gotta do this.
What are we so?
I made this a while ago. It's Slump with Galdrick Smile.
Oh no! Oh my god!
Oh, that's upsetting.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
fucking upsetting.
I wish I'd never seen that. Wish I'd never seen that.
Yeah, that's well, I guess I'm not going to sleep tonight.
Yeah, that's
Who needs it?
wish that never happened to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so that is basically what you do look like.
Okay.
Really upsetting. And but Slump feels like he could pass it off as a freakishly, the one that would be least likely to pass it off actually looks like a just enormous mountainous fucking scrode. And so you guys, what's up?
Can we do anything? So we know this is our disguise right now. Can we do any, like, that's just what it is. Like, can we do anything to kind of like enhance it in any way now that we know what we're working with? Or it's just like, this is what we look like and this is what we're going in with?
I think because it's a failed manipulate someone, it's not like a failed disguise roll. So I think you guys think you fucking nailed it, which is why it's so off-putting. So we're kind of coming up near the end. So I think basically it's going to end with the 4 of you, 3 of you looking like walking fucking nightmares. And 1 of you, the least likely, looking like a giant fucking Andre the Giant sized scrode zipping around 4 fucking yo-yos in his torn up denim jacket, ripped leather pants, and fucking Steve Buscemi head bob. Hello, fellow students. You guys start walking towards the motherlode. And as you kind of push open the swinging saloon style doors into this shitty, dark, smelly dive bar, you look around. And the people here are the miners that don't get along with anyone. Like, the tables are for one. The bar stools are spaced out so that no one's kind of within arm's reach of anyone else. This is where the loners go. And sure enough, you see a big fuck off, greasy looking Brock Lesnar and a little wiry pony boy outsiders looking greaser kind of sitting together at a table. One of them's taking a chair from another table and they're kind of hunched up and crunched together on this tiny little table for one, discussing something. And you absolutely unmistakably see Tony and or Jerry, the 2 yo-yo boys that you first time ever met. And I wonder if we actually have a map of them. I thought we did somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I may have done away with it. But actually, I think what we can do is I will turn on the scene where we can see them. This is, I just want to show everybody. The session's basically over, and we're going to pick up with you guys walking into that bar, saying hi to the yo-yo boys. And I'm going to say, basically, in order to not have them bolt, it's going to be Slump doing all the interacting. And you guys are going to have to just kind of read the room to see that nobody likes what you look like. Nobody likes that. They're very off-put by all of you except Slump.
These guys are so judgmental. Ugh.
And now I'm just going to pull out characters and the yo-yo boys. And then I'll expand them a bit. And this is Tony and Jerry and Tony and or Jerry. They're fucking awesome.
They are pretty great.
They're so fucking good. They're the first
Look
yo-yo
at those
boys,
lapels.
right? First yo-yo boys you ever met, and they're so fucking good looking. And you see them unmistakably sitting there talking about something. And next time we will pick up with you guys walking over to the yo-yo boys and seeing how that goes. Try to get into the spice trading business. And we'll call it there.
I've already got some plans for how I'm going to do it.
Nice.
Yep, no joke. I've already been planning out the dialogue.
Fucking
Good,
awesome.
good.
Yeah, write it down.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay,
Absolutely.
awesome. We'll call the session there, guys. Fucking great session.
Awesome
Sounds
session,
good.
guys. Quick side note, I will not be able to attend next week because Aaron and I will be in October picking out our forever house.
Yes.
October, sorry. We'll be in Ontario picking out our forever house, so that's pretty fucking stoked.
awesome.
So yeah, but after next Friday we'll be back.
Yep, awesome. I'll run a one shot next week. And I got tons of time now. I'm gonna start prepping a fun one shot.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, fucking great session, guys. It's some huge information. So
Hell yes.
thank you for
that's
playing.
Great.
See you guys very soon.
Yep, I'll see you.
Awesome.
See ya.
Bye, guys.